Hello, everybody, and welcome into Ocelia episode 12. We're still in Sandfall, the second season. This is all brought to you by our sponsor, Martin Mancini. I finally stopped being lazy, and I made proper credits for this show. So you can look forward to seeing the brand new credits because Trucker, without meaning to, secretly shamed me into being a less lazy host.
I mean,
Mhm.
all I did was send you and Flame my cue cards for the middle, end, and beginning, and that apparently is something you forgot to do.
Yep, you better believe it.
So,
But man, it's been a week. I had a horrendous ice storm that should have killed me but didn't, and then Robert Paulson iced a CEO of a health insurance group that likes to ice its own customers by not improving coverage. So, it's been a week. My cat Reaper's getting so fat, I don't know what's going on with him, but he's probably gonna end up having a stroke. I don't know what to do
Aw,
about that.
poor Reaper.
It's not poor Reaper. That's his fault. We don't feed him a lot, and he just sits around all day.
He needs to start working out again.
He's
He is
never
a lazy kitty.
he's never worked out once.
He needs to learn. He needs to learn to work out.
We've tried everything to get him to play or do anything, but his favorite toy is this like I don't know if it was meant to be a dog toy or what, but it's this medium-sized flamingo that's got like that crinkly stuff inside of it. And
Oh,
I
I know
know
what you're talking
exactly
about.
which
Yeah, I
toy.
know
I know
exactly what you're talking
exactly
about.
which toy you're talking
yeah,
about.
so he's got his flamingo, but instead of like chasing it around, batting it around like a normal cat would, he lays down on top of it and then he bites it. That's what he does. That's his playing, and we've tried laser pointers, we've tried strings, everything, but as soon as he realizes he's exerting himself, he walks away no matter what you do.
What about that one toy that's basically just like a rotary that has like a little thing on it that swings like a little feather on a stick and it changes direction so the cat can't develop a pattern.
They just end up
Have you
throwing up
seen
on.
that?
Yeah, but my cats are dumb. They'll just end up throwing up on it, and they'll be ruined. They're not smart enough to handle advanced toys.
It just sounds like you have some broken cats.
Well, one of them's literally developmentally disabled. They're
Oh,
almost they're almost 14 or 15 now, and they still think they're a kitten. She got trapped.
well, I mean,
She got trapped in a bag today, and if I hadn't gone down to do my laundry, she would have killed herself. And then she got mad at me for trying to help her.
poor cat.
Yeah, poor
No,
cat to an
human, why did
extent.
you stop me?
Yeah, it was wrapped around her. It was one of those weird, when you get one of those, you go to one of those grocery stores that are trying way too hard, and instead of just having normal paper handles on their paper bag, they got to put that twine on it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it was wrapped around her neck
Oh hell!
and her arm. So she was like super trapped and she was panicking. And because she went somewhere she wasn't supposed to get to this bag in the first place, she thought she was in trouble. And I'm like, no, I'm not even going to yell at you for being up where you don't belong. I just want to save your life.
Meow. No, you will kill me like the rest.
No, she didn't even yell or nothing, didn't make a sound. She just kept trying to run away from me. So I had to like hold on to her as tight as I could with one hand and try to fight a bag off of her with the other.
I don't mean to laugh, but that's pretty damn funny.
It's funny. She's just dumb. Tragically, tragically dumb.
Trucker, stop it!
Hey, settle down.
Hey, he's killing me over here.
That's fine.
I'm telling you to settle
No.
down.
I'll tell you what's killing me, man. Back spasms.
Yep,
My heart.
the silent killer.
Oh, chaos, chaos. Simple pictures are enough for you now.
Eh,
How you mighty have fallen.
What the hell is the matter with you?
I mean,
Let's not. Let's
But,
not.
don't even bring that up, man.
Putting this one to bed. I'm gonna drown that toddler in the bathtub before it can get its first word out.
Man,
I was going to say,
Just
where's the
spike into the
trash can?
acid field.
I was about to say, where's the trash can?
Ugh.
Oh, acid field. You gotta do it right.
Let's. Alright,
I tried to do the accent.
we gotta settle down again.
Oh.
Put a mandatory settle down. Don't make me put us in a 5-minute timeout, which will confuse our audience and annoy them with the 5 minutes of silence.
Do it. I dare you.
You know how legendary it would be to just like have 5 minutes of pure silence in a video, never address it, just start talking as if it was normal.
We almost had that. Don't you remember?
Yeah,
yeah.
We almost had that till I think, was it me or you who went and rewatched the video and caught that?
that was you because I don't rewatch our content ever.
Yeah, I remember that. We were watching it. That whole bit with Hunter was gone. That was such a huge plot relevance and like so much just here. I just dumped like a shite load of lore on the universe. Nope, no one got to hear it.
That's the way she goes.
Yeah.
You told the recording guy to deafen.
I didn't know it would do that.
I mean, in our
That's your
defense,
fault, man.
in our defense, we were new at it, but also it should have been
Yeah.
common sense.
Are you saying that we have common sense?
No, I'm not saying we do. I'm saying we should.
Yeah.
It should have
It was
been
one of
common
those things that
sense.
should have. Yeah, it's one of the. Wait a minute. If I deafen, no sound will come through. Oh no.
Oh no.
Hey, we were just learning.
The takeaway is we learn not to do that again.
I was just learning OBS. What was it for a while? Every like 5 episodes, we would jump like 10 or almost like a decade and a half in technology because I'd do one simple Google search and fix something.
Remember when I was still using my actual laptop as my mic?
Oh man.
I
used to have Turtle Beaches for my headset. Now I have a Steel Series.
I got this.
Oh no. Okay. No. I can keep that to myself. Nope.
I got this bougie
Hey,
Kai
share.
Cenat headset.
No, don't share.
You'll
Turtle
share.
Beach only. Turtle Beach only, man. I don't do Steel Series.
They're more reliable to me than Turtle Beaches,
I was
honestly.
gonna say he sounds 100 times better.
Yeah, like for one thing, the mic quality alone. Like for Turtle Beaches, like Mayor, how bad was I when I had Turtle Beach?
Everybody sounds bad in Turtle Beaches. It sounds like you're in the middle of a field and it's awful.
Thank you.
All you're missing is the 1940s radio stat.
Don't. Bro. Okay.
Well, that's really weird because what I'm using to audio test on mine are Turtle Beaches and they sound fine.
Well, you take a lot of care of your stuff and it's not going through the ringer. Extended use of Turtle Beaches absolutely destroys them. They're meant to be used like a good wine or something. You break it out for special occasions.
I mean, they're gaming headsets. They're gaming headsets. They're meant to be used and then replaced as soon as they start going down. And
I guess, but Turtle Beaches, because of how fast their quality degrades, you got to use them like Grandma's fine china. Twice a year, Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Hmm.
I'll
What?
I'll explain later why I choose not to buy a SteelSeries headset.
That is perfectly fine. But we got Mark.
I, hi Mike. Oh hi
Oh,
Mike.
hi, Mark.
What's up? Just trying to get
Should
this
have
printer set up.
Did you make
quote
sure?
one of the
Remember
worst
Cyan?
movies.
Yeah, did you make sure to fill it with cyan?
Oh, of course.
Because apparently that like no printer will work without that color, even if you're only ever going to use the black ink.
You gotta. You know how
Mm-hmm.
rednecks like to lift their trucks? You gotta put like what is it? Like one of those diesel reserves for a semi and just fill it with cyan for a printer. This baby will last me all of 2 months.
Well, you know how they used to say, what business is Xerox in? If you think printers, you're wrong.
Cyan. Pushing cyan's
No,
relevancy.
Xerox is in the business of selling toner packages.
You know what? I'm just gonna
We got
say it.
the
They're
new one, the new style.
the Xerox has
All in
been
ones.
Well, it's liquid based.
Ah,
Xerox has been pushing and chilling for big cyan for far too long, and eventually us the little people need to rise up and say
we
no
need to
more to
rise up and
cyan.
say, rise up, and all we have to lose is our cyan.
Listen,
All we ever do is print Word documents, which just use black ink. Why should we have to buy colored ink packages?
I have to ask, and I know there's people of varying ages in this chat, but did any of you vote to use cyan in your printers? Because I don't remember getting the opportunity to vote on this.
Nope, me neither.
We got to vote on printer colors? When was that a thing?
Well, no, that's my point. I feel like this is a pretty big decision that we should have, as a country, been able to decide whether or not we want to continue on with cyan. We get to pick a new president every 4 years, but we have to stick with cyan for the rest of our lives.
Well, here's the thing: you vote with your wallet when you decide to buy a color printer.
It seems like,
And
we're kind of in the
bad,
middle
the
here.
bad part,
The president,
the bad part is they don't really make solid black and white printers anymore. They're all color
well,
printers.
that's what I'm saying. Our president is just a puppet. It doesn't matter who we elect. What we do know is we've lived under a dictatorship ever since the printer was invented, and that dictator's name is Cyan, and I've never seen anybody try to depose that vile person.
Well, hang on, whoa, hang on.
Don't talk about them.
You
They're the
need
ones that send the hitman. Come on, man.
you need to be a bit more inclusive on this one. It's not all printers; it's just the electric printers.
I'm not going back to manual printers.
The printing press did nothing wrong.
I mean, if you really want to go manual, you could just hand paint everything.
That's true.
Right?
I'm just saying that it's time that we move on as a nation from Cyan.
Let's go back in the day where everything had to be manually adjusted on the typeface.
Would you like light gray or
Then
dark gray or
Ooh.
medium gray or gray adjacent?
That's kind of
Or
the
would you like
problem.
gray?
See, that's what Mark is really showing us here is printers have fallen for the same scam that every company has fallen for, and that's giving people too many options. We don't need options. Just tell us what we're going to buy. See, we got too many options now in printers, and that's why we're stuck buying cyan with a quarter of our lifetime income.
I mean, having an option of multiple different shades, colors, hues, pretty nice though. Especially if you're able to see those shades, colors, and hues.
I don't know. I can see them on my
Some people
screen.
aren't.
damn you, colorblindness.
I can see it on the computer screen. That's good enough for me.
Are you sure you're seeing the full spectrum of the colors though?
No, I'm hardly color literate.
Yeah, did you know purple isn't actually a color?
Yeah, I've heard that
It's one of
propaganda. again,
It's one of
perpetrated.
those interesting. It's
Propaganda.
one of those interesting colors that your brain just says that's purple.
Look, this is one of those things that this is
Congratulations.
the propaganda that's been perpetrated by Big Cyan for so long, and you're shilling for them now.
No, because where is purple on the prism?
Heresy.
Everywhere. It
goes
The prism-
indigo and violet. There is no
Paris.
purple.
the prism is purple. I'm more color. I know color. I know all the colors. I've been told that I picked the best colors. And purple's right there. It is the whole spectrum. There's nothing on the prism but purple.
That's right. Instead of red, orange, instead of Roy G. Biv, it's just
Here you go, you communist. There's purple all over this. I'll show you right now.
Okay. I don't mean to pull away from the conversation, but I've just been sent heresy of the greatest imagining.
This whole image is...
Edible glitter gravy.
Yeah, it's been around forever.
Ew.
Fuck no.
Heresy. It is heresy.
Delete this heresy immediately.
There you go.
Where's my bolter pistol?
All over this.
There's like 2 lines.
It's one
my
line,
bolster
and it transfers into blue.
Yeah, but I mean
There's purple on that? I don't see anything.
okay. It looks like Flame.
Okay, we
Flame
know
doesn't-
who's colorblind.
Flame does not have
I
any.
am. I actually am.
Flame doesn't have any integrity. He doesn't want to get Boeinged by Big Cyan.
Shh. Look. All I'm gonna say is, I'm not the whistleblower.
Blowing
you-
whistleblowers.
Could you imagine being an astronaut in the future years, though? What with the whole Boeing thing going on?
Dude, that's
Hey,
terrifying.
who made the space capsule we're going up in? Let me check. Ruffle. Boeing. And I'm like, nope, I quit.
I'm good.
I'm good.
No,
I'm not going up. Nope.
There's this thing.
No,
Called...
imagine you're halfway up and you learn that.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
Jesus, it's been a minute.
there's a...
you're feeling a quarter G precession, and you're like, whoa, that doesn't feel right. Let's pull out the checklist, and then you whip out that binder and start flipping through it. And you're like, Boeing.
Yeah, and then all of a
Shit.
sudden you turn into a golden retriever sent up by the Soviet Union, and nobody hears from you ever again.
Or all of a sudden you become like, damn, what was her name? Something
that?
McCluskey.
The
The
school
teacher that died in the school teacher that
Yeah.
died in the Challenger explosion.
Yeah.
McAuliffe?
I can't think of her name.
Carissa McAuliffe.
Yeah,
That was it, McCullough.
I have
Thank you, Chaos.
I have some bad news for you. Leica didn't make it. Wendigoon blew the load
Well,
off of that one for us.
Like we knew that back in the 50s.
Hey, that was so far removed. The schools were trying to, prove that it was like a big thing because, the Cold War ended and we were trying to, move away from the hard feelings. And, I just got to say, we all believe that dog made it back. Got lots of treats, got to run around in the dog park for a little while afterwards, just confused. But, we were misled. It happens.
Say what you want about us getting into space with a live thing second, but we brought that live thing back.
First.
And by the way, the Russians were not the first group of people to put something man-made into space. We were. It was a manhole cover, and we did it with a nuke.
That hardly
So,
counts.
ha-ha.
I feel like that's a little
America.
cheating.
Fuck yeah.
America.
Just kinetic displacement.
The Pascal B
Just.
nuclear testing. We drilled a 500-foot deep borehole, put a bomb at the bottom of it, and then had a 2,000-pound concrete and steel dome cap built over it with a 1,000 some odd pound manhole cover that was 6 feet across. We had a high-speed camera going at the time for that time. We caught the manhole cover in one frame, and then they mathematiced out the speed it was traveling at, and it was 137,000 miles per hour. We beat the Soviets into space with a manhole cover using a nuke. America.
You know, it would have been tragic but super funny if all this had happened at the same time that we put Buzz up there, and you know he's sitting there posing with the flag. They got the cameras rolling, everybody's cheering, and all of a
And a
sudden
manhole cover just
you just hear as a 6 foot across manhole cover just vivisects him.
Well, see, we've talked about this before, but imagine that manhole cover is what we make first contact with. We will never know it. Future generations might know it, but we won't.
Could you imagine if that's what started an intergalactic war? We were screwing around with a manhole cover and clipped whatever the equivalent of a Toyota Corolla is for aliens, and they came
We
down.
accidentally moved a decimal place a few too many spaces to the right, meaning the explosion was many thousand times more effective than we thought it was going to be, thus launching a 1,000-pound hunk of steel
Well, you know, it'd be like
into space.
you
And
know, it's like those dirtbag kids that are playing outside in the snow, and they pick up a rock instead of a snowball, and they hit some already keyed up office worker's Toyota Corolla, and he gets out and starts screaming at them, and then you know our little manhole cover clips the Toyota Corolla of the alien fleet, and they come down and then really give us the business.
it doesn't even clip it. Like
Near miss.
let's get really crazy with it. No, Chaos. No. Let's go full
We
science
send it through
fiction
their
with this.
windshield.
It literally, the 1,000-pound, 6 foot across manhole cover just sails, wham, right through the command ship of the opposing enemy force.
Oh,
And then they're like, what the hell just happened? And then they're like, well, that object there just whizzed right through their command ship. Let's find out where that came from and let's go thank them. And then 1,000 or so years later, aliens land here and say, hey guys, thanks for that manhole cover, by the way.
you know,
You ended a 1,000-year galactic war. Congratulations.
you
And
know,
all the humans are like,
because
what?
of that reminds me of some Necron lore that I looked up for Warhammer 40K, where the tower getting their asses kicked by whatever group I can't remember, and then the Necrons showed up and saved them, and then they start thanking the Necrons, and they're giving them gifts and everything, and the Necrons just started killing them.
Yeah.
Warhammer has made
No
me
one
very
ever.
bleak about space travel.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's a reason why the entire catch line of the entire thing is in the grim dark of the 41st millennium.
42nd at this point.
42nd millennium, all there is war, you know. It's like Warhammer's not a game for happy anything.
All right, before we
There are no good people in Warhammer.
before we continue this conversation and it outdoes everything that I have planned for this session, because this has been great, I should probably get started. Where's my music?
Probably.
Yeah. All right. So in last week's episode, the group wakes up to find they start interacting with these, what they soon discover to be weregators, hanging out in what they believe to be Valley. They're told that they'll basically do whatever the group asks, so long as they help them expand their territory and deal with some threats that they haven't figured out quite how to deal with yet, and quite frankly didn't seem to be too bothered to dispatch that threat with the military of Sidar showing up every few days. The group went and fought and froze a Hydra. They went and fought and humiliated some, and then also got a little humiliated by some centipedes. And then after that, they went and fought the world's dumbest giant before getting picked up by a sand skiff of sorts. And now we find the group in front of the cave after some other random hijinks that I'm sure you all remember fondly of Lord Ember, and that's where we'll take it away from. So yeah, you guys are outside of the cave. I assume that you're gonna go inside.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty dark. It's late at night, and it's about that time that you get to sleep. You've had a very rough day.
Ugh. Giant bugs, a giant, and a hydra.
You're telling me I nearly burnt out all my energy trying to hold that thing in place.
I was pretty smart with the ice, though. I didn't know you could do that.
He'll just look at you he'll just look at you straight in your face, Elijah. Believe it or not, that was my first time attempting that technique. On such a grand scale. I honestly was surprised I could do that. And I'm honestly surprised it didn't just break out immediately.
I don't want to throw water on your fire there, but maybe you need to practice that some more.
That's my plan when we get back, when we find a moment where I can rest and focus on my training. At the same vein, though, as he sort of holds up his hands together, like facing each other, causing some sparks to fly between the palms. Ever since I picked up this technique, I feel like I've had a few ideas to improve upon this one as well. So, I have quite a lot of learning and practicing to do. If you don't mind, I wouldn't be averse to having a sparring partner to help improve these techniques under stress.
I'm not really the magic type.
No, I mean more in terms of pressure in a combat zone kind of deal. You know what I mean?
So, what, you want me to kick your ass? Confused.
Put me on the defensive while I try to focus on using my techniques. That's the idea, to try and force the ability to use my abilities faster.
Oh, when we have time.
Appreciate it. He'll hold out a hand to shake.
I'll do that annoying older brother thing where I like rotate the knuckles against each other.
Ugh.
Oh, you bastard.
Oh, knuckle roll.
What is the opposite of
Lovely.
inspiration again?
Disadvantage. Fuck you from the DM.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Devastation. I don't know. Ow.
Take a point of devastation. I'll let you know when I want to catch that.
I guess yeah. Wouldn't that? Yeah.
I hate that. I've had uncles do that to me, dude. That sucks.
Well, when you got big hands like I do in real life and in character, why not?
True.
And I don't do it to anybody.
As you guys are
Do it when we're fighting.
as you guys are talking, Zarael shows up with Jezza.
Nixley, it's your girlfriend.
Oh, Nix, the woman who's interested in you is here.
I don't think that's needed, fellers.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm not very far away, and you're not very quiet.
See what I mean?
Oh, we weren't trying to be.
Definitely not trying to be.
Neither was I.
Hey. Nixley, you have one other issue you're going to have to resolve later on, but you don't even know it yet.
If it's about children, I intend to raise them on my own.
Oh, no.
No.
Nothing like that.
Oma just has a bit of a grin on his face.
Anyway, unless you want to sleep on the rocks, I should probably take you to where you'll be staying.
Oh,
Appreciated.
much appreciated.
Lead the way.
You owe me a mead.
He'll just roll his eyes at that. Alright. Only one, though, as he playfully jabs your side.
After a train robbery, how do you guys have this kind of energy?
We live in a frozen hellscape. This is like paradise.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to show you what kind of paradise this isn't.
All right.
It's been a
Yorman,
day.
you're being awfully quiet. You still upset?
Do you look at Yorman?
Omen will look over his
Uh,
shoulder at him as well.
You got
Yorman's
some
shadow.
sand in your scaled or something?
Yorman is currently looking at his shadow, as the shadow's taken a semi-physical form and standing right next to him.
What the?
So that's how that trick works.
Intelligence?
Middle finger.
Homie, I'm the DM. I don't even know what he's doing. You're not getting.
I'll let you know later, mate. I'll let you know just here in a second, Mayor. I'll DM you it. Where's our,
What
fuck's
the hell
Mayor?
is that?
Shadow magic is a choice. Glad to see you're learning something out there.
Huh. That's a little creepy, actually.
Nice work with the metal men, by the way.
Oh, those things?
Scrap metal, honestly.
No, not
Tin
quite.
cans.
Not with me here, they're not. I made Creepy Johnny, after all.
Why does he insist on being called that? Now that you bring it up.
I didn't even give him a name. I don't know where he learned the name Johnny or the word creepy, except for all those books that he was learning, or why those two spoke to him, or why he chose to join them as he did. But he just got up off the floor like I had told you about, said, "I'm Creepy Johnny," and left. And I couldn't stop him because I tried. And he shoved me into a wall and kept moving. And after that, I was just so exhausted from worry that I decided that, you know what? He'll come back. And then he didn't.
Huh. Strange.
Guess those books on bartending I let him read as a, I don't know, as a way of relaxing, even though he enjoyed the reading that I gave him, inspired him.
All I know is he gets a little uppity if you do not call him exactly Creepy Johnny.
Oh, that is entirely my fault. Like I said, I programmed him and built him entirely to assassinate one person, and apparently the violence has seeped into other areas, like preferences. Which I didn't know that his kind could have, but he does.
It's almost endearing in a way, but it took some getting used to.
I put too much magic into him. I went way too hard, way too fast. I just wanted Horace dead. I've made a lot of
Did he?
mistakes. I'm sorry, you were asking me something?
Did he succeed?
I don't have any idea.
Could he?
Probably, that's what I built him for. Well, Trucker, you know he didn't succeed. You fought him.
I know. It's just I'm kind of needling for no real reason.
I don't know, like I said, I can only look through his eyes every once in a while, so I've known about you guys forever. I've already known about the elf. I watched him get pretty heat up over his boss saying something untoward or firing him or something. I don't know. Then you got that death angel that you're hanging out with, which is a choice.
Look, hanging out with in proximity to don't mean the same thing.
Look, I'm just saying that's a horse I'd back too. I've never even hardly heard of Angels Beyond Books, so probably a good idea to not do anything about that.
Didn't plan on it.
But either way,
How deep is this cave?
here we are. There's rooms to the left and right. You can pick whichever.
I choose right.
Actually, you could choose to keep on coming with me. Or I could join you, whichever.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hey, Nixley, come here for a second. Come here, bud.
I don't like the sound of this, but okay.
I'm going to like surreptitiously give Nixley a couple pieces of like waxed fabric. Think like very primitive earplugs. You might need these. Just trust me. Trust me. She said she has no intention of being quiet. You might need these. Here, take them.
Not quite what I meant.
And I'll just. We don't know that.
Good point.
I fully intend on wearing my own set, just in case. I hand a pair to Yorman, and I hand a pair to Omen.
Seeing you hand a pair to Yorman, Jezza looks at you very confused. Really, you're worried about him and his hearing with what he's done?
Yeah, Yorman just kind of like pushes your hand back to you and just gives you that look of like, really?
You never know.
Really? Sure, I guess I'll take these. And I guess I'll just go with you then, I guess.
Well, I was going to say, above game, are you actually going through with this, or are you denying her advances? Just because this is a very forward character does not mean you don't have choices.
Nixley would, I guess, just probably go with this out of...
I mean, your whole story is adventure, and this is an adventure you've never been on, as far as I'm aware.
You've also been playing it like he's kind of naive to what's going on, so I've been very interested to see where this goes.
Out of everybody pushing him, he would probably just be like, I guess this is just... I don't know what to expect, so I guess, yeah.
Alright.
Cast Bless on Nixley.
You guys watch either with pride or solemn fear as Nixley disappears a little further down the hall. We are going to...
You know what vibes this is giving me?
What?
Guys, the goth has emerged. She's demanding the poor naive farm boy.
The town goth has emerged. Give me the country living farm boy. No, let me go now.
I have a Duramax payment. Anyway, but we will cut to you all sleeping and or not sleeping. Trucker, what are you doing now that you're...
He's with ear protection in place. He's just, humming to himself, but also offering up, just a prayer to any of his, tribal deities, asking for strength to carry on with what he's doing so he can, right a terrible wrong and try to have, his wife and 2 children. resurrected.
A great number indeed. Okay. Yorman, is there anything you're...
Yeah. Yorn wants to know if this place has a training grounds or a training area. Something like you could set up a training dummy or something.
Not really. That's somewhere you'd want to be this time of night. There's not really anywhere in the cave. They mostly do that outside.
Well, yeah. The Norman's gonna go to the farthest corner of the cave that he can, to get away from everybody, and he's gonna try to channel basically a new spell he's learned and just try to pinpoint and focus it, for lack of a better term.
Oh yeah, you are in your own room.
Yeah, I want him to cast basically detect shape changer
None to me.
and see if he can done within the area.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. He's just basically focusing his magic, focusing whatever this new shadow thing is to help him learn how to concentrate on this kind of a spell.
You basically... Well, what's the range on it, I should ask?
It's 30 feet.
Okay.
If I have to move, he's more than willing to, because he can move with this.
Yeah, I mean, nowhere in your area that you'd be able to get to.
Okay. That's fair. I didn't think there'd be any shape changers in this area.
The only thing, especially because of your relationship to this area, you know that Lord Ember could, if he wanted, but that doesn't make him one.
Hold on. Let me check some for shape changers. Let's see. The spell detects only creatures whose bodies have been transformed in some way, such as a werewolf's change shape or the alter self spell or stuff like that. It doesn't detect creatures disguised by illusion or other similar magics.
Nah, there's definitely nothing like that around.
Got it.
Alright, we'll cut to Omen. I assume you meditated / gone to sleep at this point?
Yep.
As you're sleeping, the long-awaited return of the lady that you've been speaking to finally comes. And she just looks at you and goes, "Are you sure this is what you want?"
To be honest, I do not feel confident. I've had some doubts, but I at least want to stand by them. At least as a sign that I want to support them. But he just looks down at his feet, unable to find the words.
Your nature...
More ashamed of being able to do it, really.
Your nature is violence. You are trying to go up against your literal makeup. I'm just making sure that neither of us are wasting our time here.
I'm not. I want to beat this. I want to wrest myself from this burden I've been forced to bear. And what that genie said in his letter, something tells me that that the other one is going to be finding me soon. To be truthful, I'm afraid that when the time comes to face him, I fear I may stumble near the end, and he might just take advantage. So, if nothing else, I don't want you to see what happens to me.
There isn't much of a choice. You've already let me in. I see everything.
What advice can you give in regards to the situation? He looks at her sort of pleadingly, like trying to find a reason.
This isn't something that I can tell you to do. This is something you have to want to do. And you have to actually want it. You can't tell me you want it. You can't tell other people you want it. You have to believe it and actually want it.
At that, Omen will blink for a second before that wavering in his eyes that was there a moment ago solidifies somewhat as he looks back down at his hands, and in his mind's eye just imagines the network of ki flowing through his body. I will do it. I will do more than just stand up against this. I will prove that even someone born in blood can become something greater. Can become one who uses not violence to get what needs to be done, but at the same time will still be capable of fighting to defend those who cannot defend themselves. He will slowly look up at her. Very much his face now set into a more determined look as he continues. And when I do, I assure you, I will do everything I can to prove that that I am capable of standing in regard. Damn it, I stumbled there. When the time finally comes, I will prove to you that I am more than just what makes me or what defines me.
Embrace me.
He'll blink for a second, like literally in this scenario.
Her arms are outstretched before you.
He will take a slight breath and just wrap his arms around her, hands on her waist, not anywhere inappropriate.
Yeah, it's more like if you remember Fia's quest line from Elden Ring is
Yep.
more what I'm. Yeah.
Yep.
And with that, even in your dream state, you seem to fall asleep, and we'll move away from you. Mark!
What's up?
I'm gonna need a performance and con check from you.
Oh no. Let me. I don't think I have really anything. We'll do performance first. I don't have anything in it. This is gonna be fun.
You can do it!
14.
Okay.
And then Constitution. Oh, that's nice. Nat 20.
Alright. And whatever all that means is what it means, but I will tell you what you definitely know. It's a great time. And despite the fear of the above game chatter, no, you are not forced into something untoward. Memes can be memes, but I killed them today. Everything is balanced as it should be. And with that, you all wake up.
Pulls out earplugs.
So for this, the
Alright.
first time, I think Nixley wants to be the first one up,
Yeah, that works.
and eating.
That's great. Yeah, you're at a long table with Lord Ember at the front, Jezza uncomfortably next to him. On the other side is, on the left-hand side is Zerael, and then next to her is you, and then there's spots open for the rest of the group when they make it, which I'm happy to allow you all to be there right now for the sake of brevity.
Oh, thank the gods you're alive.
We dreaming? How's Nixley the first one up?
He might not have gone to sleep.
Nixley, did you get any sleep?
I mean, yes, of course I got some sleep, but I also have
Dab me up, brother.
quite a bit of fun, if you know what I mean.
Everybody knows
Oh,
what
I
you
know
mean.
you well. Dab me up.
I wasn't subtle. Everybody knows what you mean. And as you guys look across the table, there's Jezza. Just, you know that Will Smith gif where he's like drinking the coffee and smoking? He's just like, yes, everybody knows what everybody means. You guys have one last leg in the journey before it stops being fun, so have the fun you can.
Well, just make
Oh,
sure to drink plenty
smile.
of water, Nixley. You need to stay hydrated.
I can't wait for your children to find you after 18 or so years to ask where their dad has been this whole time, and they show up in a frozen hell.
That's
would y'all's
gonna
children
be an
look like,
interesting story.
Lord Ember
Yorman does bring up a good question.
Lord Ember just kind of perks up. Hell, even I don't know that one.
Also, I can visit, like, I don't think that's an issue.
I'll set something up for you. How's that?
That would be totally awesome.
As long as the Lord of the Mannix doesn't make it dangerous.
A little danger doesn't hurt anyone.
You don't... He just gestures at his metal arm. You don't want to mess with teleportation dangers.
I mean, you look pretty cool to me, so...
Yeah, it's cool, man, but come on. You could lose more than an arm.
Elijah looks at Zerael and then back at Nixley, back at her and then back at Nixley. I mean, considering she's bigger than he is, I don't think he minds a little bit of danger now and then.
Exactly. And shoot, I
That's
live
so
in a
funny,
frozen wasteland. I could have frozen one of my arms off into and had what you have. So I mean, samesies.
You've been awfully quiet, Half-Oni. What's going on with you?
Well, he'll sort of just share a look at. He'll just take a sec to parse the words.
Wait a minute. Was Nixley not the only one?
He'll a slight flush, a slight dusting of mauve, purple. Like, what would a blushing blue Oni look like?
Definitely purple, because we're sticking with purple. This is the theme of the section. If you say
Well, yeah,
cyan, you're banned.
A brief dusting of purple light upon Omen's cheeks.
You dog!
It wasn't that, Elijah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
that's
what it was?
Sure, mm-hmm.
An
Sure it
embrace.
wasn't,
Little more,
I bet it
little more,
was.
nothing less.
Dorman just kind of nudges Elijah. Just an embrace.
He will just
Yeah,
give a flat look.
Let's just
Unlike
let him leave
somebody-
that for now.
Yorman,
Yes.
you do hear briefly in your head the voice of Jezza, who just says, "It's just a message spell, settle down," but also that we all know that embrace is how all these things start, right?
Can I respond?
I'll say sure.
You should be
Just for
able
the-
to.
Just for the comedy.
Just once.
Typically not in messenger, the messaging spell, but I'm
Yeah,
going
because
to
that
allow
is
it.
be sending. I mean, yeah, he won't look at it. He'll just kind of say in his head. I mean, if he doesn't want to share his secrets, I spell that can make him.
You can feel it. That nod, like, yeah.
I have a new spell, and I'm gonna love to use it.
I swear to the gods, if you make me spill the tea before it's ready, I'm going to be upset.
No, I'm not that mean. I use it on enemy though.
I
I would love to see that.
I grow quite tired of your company, as you've been eating for about 10 minutes. Would you like... I'll give you... Because you've been so good at getting us allies for something we didn't know we were going to be a part of, I will give you the option to hang out for 5 more minutes, or I'm going to bamf you to the trolls and ogres.
I wouldn't mind staying for a couple minutes. I need something.
Oh, tell me, what do you need?
You got gloves with claws on them, for lack of a better term. Nothing damaging, just fashion with like talons at the end of it. Doesn't gonna be long. It can be nubs for all I care.
I could have one of the
You mean like climbing gloves?
I could have one of the prisoners dragged in here, cut off his hands, and let you wear them.
What kind of prisoner?
He just looks over at Zerael. Do we have prisoners? No. Never mind. No, we don't have that yet. I can make somebody make them for you.
It doesn't have to be gloves then. Just a claw, any claw of a creature. I'll trade you booze for it.
I can make booze whenever I want. Or make somebody make me booze whenever I want. I don't need it.
Oh, look, I'm just trying to engage in fair trade.
They're kind of hard up on claws at the moment. I'm sure
Maybe I
you'll
can
find
cripple
something
my
on
own
your
claw.
travelers.
Oh, I actually have a request if your craftsmen are able to do it. He'll reach into the bag of holding he brought with him and pull out the pound of Hydra scales. Do you think I could make a form of lining that I can use to put on the inside of my robe to sort of mitigate certain attacks?
Probably. I gotta have somebody for that somewhere. Take off your shirt, young man. I'll get that. I'll get that for you
Yep.
as soon as possible.
He'll just unwind the sash around his waist and take his shirt off and take the top half of his and take his top gi off to hand it off to him. Leaving him in his undershirt, leaving him in the undershirt between the robe and his armor. I mean
Yeah, I know what you mean.
She's gonna be so mad at you.
Who's gonna be mad at who now?
Well, it was just me, here for a minute.
I'm sorry you cut out on that one.
It's just me, playfully ribbing my friend Omen. It's take nothing by it.
Are you talking about the lady that is with him at all times that none of you have ever introduced me to or made reference to?
Have we? Huh.
I've only given I've only said I have told you about her, but I've never actually Could I? How would one? Like, he actually stops and looks legitimately confused as to how to accurately. Uh. Shit. Why is my brain stopping right now? Sorry. Brain fart just happened all of a sudden.
Well, while he's thinking, I like to out him as an Oni, but, I don't think I'll out what that lady is. I think it'll be funnier for none of you to know.
I'm just gonna say a goddess, like usual.
As if any of them care enough to show up to do anything. Yeah, the embodiment of something is going to show up here and start interacting with people. Not since I've
Maybe
ever
they're
been
lonely.
Well, I mean, well,
You mean what now, dog?
what a dog.
Whatever.
I only meant to say anything's possible. I mean, hell, look at Nixley.
Exactly. As long as you try, anything is possible.
Because I thought for sure she was going to kill him. But here he sits.
Oh, come on. I'm at least stronger than I look.
Alright, I've grown tired of the conversation. Bye now. And you guys.
Oh, shit.
Someone doesn't like awkward conversations.
Is what you can think
What
to
part of
yourself
that
as
conversation was awkward?
you're bamfed away. And in horrifying fashion, you are now extremely hot and looking around, and in fact there are a bunch of very tall, very ugly green things standing around looking in shock and horror as you appear out of nothing in front of them.
The last thing I say is awkward conversations. So it's just
Awkward conversation. Oh, shit.
The hell is this, then?
So, hell is you?
This is Nixley.
as I point to myself.
Good. I'm an ogre, there's a troll, there's a bunch of us, half ogres, half trolls.
Nice to meet
Are they
you.
speaking in common?
Yeah.
That's always disconcerting when that happens. Ah,
You ain't
hello.
You're not part of the slave group that's been stealing our children, are you? Because then we'd have to eat you.
Stealing children? Heavens no.
But we might be able
That's
to
awful.
help you find them. And, teach them a lesson of not to steal.
We mean you guys are able to go and deal with those rascally slavers, then I guess we'd be willing to do something for you.
Deal.
You don't want any of them alive, do you?
Why? Why would we want that?
So you can continuously teach them a lesson.
Yeah.
Let's just not. Let's not do that, honestly. Let's just settle with just eliminating them, okay, Nix?
You're not part of the red group, are you? The red metal men?
Nope.
Because these pricks,
But we did take.
These pricks, they come in here and they tell us that we gotta pay homage. Well, we don't know no homage, so we ain't gonna pay them, is what we says. They get mad at us all the time, and I'm getting really tired of being requested to pay some fella I ain't ever met.
Well, I think you'd be happy to know that we actually destroyed a bunch of those so-called metal men a while ago.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll assume that makes you a terrorist.
No.
No, not really.
Not really. Huh. Well, you're about to be if you
Freedom
go and...
fighters.
Well, I mean, he's about to be terrorists when you go and harm that village full of slavers. Well, village is a
To
wrong...
them, maybe.
Village is a wrong term. It's like a weird sand farm, but, whatever.
You can't
And
be
why would
terrorists when
we
killing slavers.
I don't know.
exactly? Why would we be called terrorists for dealing with individuals like that?
Ask...
Are you saying they're protected?
Well, yeah, and then, you gotta ask, the wives and children if they see in, good light after you killed their dad. So there's that. There's a whole spectrum of things out there. It's not all just black and white. There's some grays in there.
Hey, friend, your name wouldn't happen to be Whiskey if you googled it.
No, Gary, but whatever. I don't know what the hell yours is talking about, but to hell with
Nice
you
to meet
two.
you, Gary.
It's nice to meet you too, whatever the hell you are.
Nixley.
Alright, a Nixley, that works. There's the blue man, and then there's the lizard guy, and then there's the big furry thing.
Well, big furry thing is better than dog.
He uses it to dog. Are you a knoll?
No, he is
No.
not.
Morbidly obese knoll.
Hmm. No, no,
I'm
actually.
sorry. Elijah actually starts laughing at that.
Well, Use isn't
That
like
is pretty funny.
Use isn't like them traveling black and white guys that are rotund, but I mean you got the right ears, so there's that. Are you a black and white
Wait.
fella with ears painted wrong or whatever?
They look like me, but they're black and white. Is that what you say?
Yeah, I don't know where they come from, but they travel around a lot.
Was that one thing that what was it? Ooh. Started with like a P, I think.
Panda or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that.
they insist on being called Panda. I don't know what the hell that is, but that's what they claim.
Do I even know about my
Hell,
jungle brethren?
no. You barely know there's a jungle on this, but you don't know what a jungle is.
Would any of us even know?
You know that there's a giant jungle on this continent, and you've been in jungles, but that'd be about it. You haven't seen panda people before. You weren't exactly allowed to go sightseeing.
Me, Omen, and Nix have never been out of Wolftor before, so we know what the hell he's talking about.
This is all new to us.
That's interesting. I don't know of any kin of mine, but if you say they are, then they must be.
Maybe we'll.
I wouldn't mind meeting them.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we'll run into them at least some point soon.
Black and white bears. Huh. That sounds like it would be awful trying to hide.
Yeah, I don't know where they'd even fit in, but they're doing okay, I guess.
Well, no, I'm a bear. And he's a cat. And he's a lizard. Knowing it's going to piss Yorman off.
He just elbows you.
And we're not entirely sure what Omen is anymore.
He's blue.
Yeah. It's
I
spreading.
assure you,
Poor
my
guy.
skin color. I assure you, my skin color doesn't really have much to do with what I am.
You blue to me, fella.
Oh, my joke
Um,
just went unheard, and I love it.
Nah,
Cut
I
out
heard
Question
there.
for you, green friend.
it. Yeah.
Do you have a claw to trade?
Well, probably. Somewhere.
I'd be willing to trade you something for it.
Let me look. He pulls out what looks like a paw of a hyena.
Oh no.
What do you want for it?
Oh, what you got?
I'm gonna pull out that full flask of cheap whiskey. This
Well,
work?
Yeah.
Whiskey.
He just picks it up if you allow him to take it briefly.
Yeah, I'll let him.
He holds it up next to. He places it on top of the paw. Yeah, close enough. Here you go.
I'll graciously take it, and I'm just gonna drop it into my shadow.
He turns to another guy that is approached. He goes, "We got more metal to work with," and he just hands off the flask.
Ah!
I mean, if you're interested in metal, I've got a full set of chainmail.
But yeah, I'm interested in metal. You never have too
You might
much.
want to tell you. You
He's
might
gonna
want to tell
hold
your
up the-
friend to drink those contents before he just throws it in a fire.
Not throwing it in the fire. We're working on it.
I'll hold
Okay,
up
well,
the
there's-
chain.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
There's liquid in the inside that. Flammable liquid.
Hold on. Okay. Here you go, and he hands you this weird bottle of something.
Oh no.
He's giving me this or Trucker?
You this. You're the one with the chainmail.
Oh yeah, I'll switch from the chainmail for the bottle. What is this?
No, but it's red and orange, yellow a little bit.
Can I take a whiff of this?
Sure.
Alchemist fire?
Arcana?
More of a perception. You wouldn't be able to arcana this by smell.
Okay, sure. I'll perception it. +7. 12.
It smells like burning, like fire.
Okay. Will I drink this or throw this on someone?
The hell would I know? I just found it lying around.
Okay. What do you want me to call this?
Random potion.
You want me to put the color down for you too?
Yeah. Reddish orange potion.
I have a feeling I know what this is, but I don't know if I want to trust it.
Straight napalm.
It's
No, I
either
wonder if this is
either alchemist fire or it's potion of fire breathing is what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
No, Alchemist Fire is a blue. I wonder if it's
Doesn't
like fire
always have
breathing
to
or a
be.
potion of fire, like fire giant strength.
Homemade
I hope-
napalm.
I hope this is fire giant strength, dude. Me with that would be deadly.
Man, where did these orcs and trolls get styrofoam from?
Moonshiner's napalm.
Oh.
Well, you're just gonna have to start moving about a day south, so there's that.
So, do you usually find stuff and use it to make better stuff, or you guys just Cause I got some of these, and
I would like to show them the Hydra teeth that I have.
Well, you got a couple of tooths.
these are it was like a serpent thing that we fought in a lake somewhere, and they're just pointy, and I think there might be a little bit of poison in them. I don't know. I was just wondering if you could make anything out of these.
Oh no.
Or is it... if I leave him with you, and would you be willing to just try and turn him into something? I prominently use a bow, so
What the hell? I mean,
shoot.
what?
I mean, shoot. I'd be up for anything. Something new, right?
Okay, well, I mean, if you want us to make something, I guess we could try.
That would be totally awesome.
I'm gonna roll to see if you're just getting powder back real quick.
Hey, that's fine.
Because that's a very strong possibility, because they'd be turning it into something new, and these don't seem to be more than junkyard crafters.
Hey,
But I say, I feel like
I like
Alex should
some
say,
junkyard crafts.
I can't believe that's what I rolled that on. Okay. Well, you'll find out what happens with that later.
I leave them 20 Hydra
It's
teeth.
a nat 20.
Much higher. Try a nat 99.
Jeez.
Which was only a couple of points higher than what you got on the probability of having children. I'm rolling hot on percentages today.
Oh god.
It's probably not going to be great come down the line, but whatever.
I have
You realize
20
what he's
children.
telling you, Mark. Nixley's gonna have some really weird hybrid kids.
Some powerful ones by the sounds of it.
Well, I wanted
Well,
to...
Some
Mark
cat,
likes character.
cat dog children.
I was going to
'cause-
say, if we ever revisit this world and everybody enjoys it, then I wanted to give Mark some options down the road. Because I'm
you
not
could
taking...
play one of your.
Yeah, one of the descendants, because I don't take bad advice.
Fuck you.
Shots fired across the bow.
That was funny.
You.
Alright, get out of here.
That would be weird to stat though. You're like it'd be a cat dog thing.
I'll figure it out. I got years.
Ooh, long tooth or long tooth shifter. That'd be great.
Anyhow, you guys start heading your day south.
Yes.
Yep.
They give you a very crude map of the area, so if you're looking at the screen, you guys are in a weird spot. You're kind of where the sign is covering up, and you need to go like here-ish.
Super.
And to demonstrate that, they have drawn you a map that has one of those stereotypical pirate map treasures, with the unnecessary winding lines, and at the end is just a frowny face instead of an X.
Love these guys.
Seems like we need to turn that frown upside down.
But why is their
Why do-
route so bad? I mean, like, we could go this way instead.
Yeah, you could cut some time by just going straight.
Was he drunk when he made this?
It's entirely
Good.
possible.
This is my way.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of treasure maps are like this. The guy's usually really drunk when they do this.
This is my way of making fun of my biggest gripe with old maps.
Either that, or he was too lazy to notate some kind of landmark that you had to go around. Then Elijah just looks off to the south. Is there a
Is there a
probably
lo-
large landmark you'd have to go around?
No, this is flat, awful desert. And unlike
See, like, just straight line. Like, why go all squiggle?
your previous location that you visited, this isn't a nice paved road. This just looks like slightly stamped down sand where people have been traveling. So this isn't great.
Well, at least we're not going to have to climb up any dunes.
Mm,
Like, like those snowdrifts back home in the forest. Those were awful.
I'll say about we'll give it the 6 hour mark, so it'd be just a little bit before you would have to start making camp, and I would like you guys to roll me a perception check.
Ooh, perfect. Let it be dark.
Perception.
Not so good. Let's see.
Could I use my passive?
Yeah, I figure that's fine.
Oh, mine is
Oh,
my
I got an 18.
13.
What'd you get, Flame?
I got a 24.
Chaos?
Nice.
19.
It's getting dark, but you guys do see a small fire off in the distance.
Do you guys want to stealth to that fire?
Well, see, the thing is, Nixley, fires usually don't start themselves.
Exactly. So we just sneak up. Don't get close, but sneak up and get close enough to see like what it is.
Well, can we all be really quiet? I know that might be hard for you to do, Yorman, but
Actually, I might have a trick to that now.
it's called not wear all the jangly bits.
Exactly.
Oh, meant more in a spell capacity.
Ah, see. I don't understand it. Like, you have scales, and apparently my, fur and hide are stronger than your scales. What gives with that?
I mean, I'm protected without this armor, and I'm pretty sure I'm stronger without this armor than you. But I like wearing armor. I can go no armor if you want, but I can still kick your ass with or without it.
Now, let's leave this, whatever this is, for that campfire.
Very, like, stage play affronted. I'll put a hand on my chest. Yorman, I thought we were friends.
Are you guys stealthing or not?
Yeah.
Apparently, I can't, according to the bear man.
Well, you can't. You're wearing heavy metal armor.
Fucking
26 for me.
trucker, I hate you.
I got a 13.
Fucking hell, trucker, why'd you have to say anything?
What'd you get? Let's get some numbers out there.
I got a natural 1.
Great.
This is going to suck.
Omen,
Heaven and hell. God damn it.
Chaos.
Sorry, Mike was muted. 23.
Great. You guys are all collectively making no noise while Yorman continues to sound like frying pans getting tossed down the stairs. And eventually, upon the ear-splitting sound of Yorman's armor, you do start seeing carriages as you're getting, and what looks to be humanoids at this fire.
A wagon circle?
Yep.
Huh. Let's hope they're friendly. Then again, they know we're here.
With your superior bear ears, you do hear kind of a gruff, "The hell's making all that noise out there?" "I don't know, but it's loud. Metallic. Probably not good news."
Can I sneak off to the left or to the right of them just a little bit to stay in the shadows better?
You're kind of at that. You remember in the Shadow Bay series that we did with the fire? You're kind of
Hell,
illuminated at this point, and
Oh,
you're
yeah.
struggling to see. So it'd be advantage them, disadvantage you. At this point, you're kind of at the point where it's pointless.
Guess noticing that.
Well, remember, they're going to be the ones fire blind.
Should one of us just, greet them?
You want me to do it? I'm already drawing all the attention.
If you want to, I can as well. I don't give a shit.
With all due respect, I think I'm a little more charming.
I don't know about that. I'm pretty funny.
Pretty charming, all right, but next time, like, wrap cloth around your fucking armor.
Next time I'm just gonna ditch this damn thing.
Well, I mean,
Oh, no,
Well,
you
as a
look,
group
you
of
look
us,
great in
who
it.
actually had a little fun last night? Exactly.
Two of
The-
us, actually.
confidence in Nixley has him thinking he's a diplomat. I'd like to see where that goes.
Honestly, yeah, I bet I have a higher charisma, but I
This
want to
is-
see Nixley do
I've,
this.
I've seen a lot of things, but I've never seen has sex once, thinks they're diplomat now.
And the speech
You know what,
impediment
Yorman?
doesn't
I know.
help.
Yorman, look. I'm sorry about the ribbing earlier with the armor and all that. But man, Nixley's been having such a good time. Let's just let him have this.
The most abrasive.
I want to see where this goes. I'll give you a gold piece to let him do it.
Deal.
The character
And
who,
I hand Yorman over a gold piece.
the character who is the most unintentionally abrasive, obnoxious character in the making the introductions is gonna be great.
Oh shit.
I assume you start approaching.
Yeah, and I mean, as I'm approaching, I'm like,
Hi guys, name's Nixley. Obviously you know we're here. That rattling is my friend. He doesn't know how to fucking stealth.
As you're approaching, you get to see one of the side panels of the carriage. It doesn't have any windows, but it does say on the side, almost like a store sign, Coca Express.
By the sign on the side here, I assume you guys are traders. I love that. We might be able to trade.
You do see, as you're getting closer, a couple of orcs and a handful of people. There's about, I would say, 20 orcs and about 10 to 20 creatures that look a lot like Elijah. But as...
Did you say Coca
Yeah.
Express? COCA?
Yep.
Huh. Awesome.
Like the coca bean.
Also, if you need extra protection, we are the group for you. We're really good at fighting and stuff.
The orc, or what you can assume was the orc that was talking, has a big bandolier of daggers that look very jagged, and is wearing a long overcoat with a cowboy hat, and you see a lot of the other orcs are very similarly dressed but not similarly armed. And these black and white bear people all seem to have some variations of weapons or no weapons as well, but they don't seem hostile.
but I see the black and white bear folk.
Yeah, as you get closer, if you're still walking towards them while
Oh yeah,
talking.
at this
Yeah.
point.
At this point, I'll say you're right next to the fire and you see all of them.
Holy shit, Elijah! It's your cousins!
Yeah, hey, if there's more of you out there, you just come on out.
Yeah, shit. Come on, guys.
Oh, I would have been following Nixley right there, right there. I wasn't staying out in the dark.
Oh, hey, look, it's a wrong colored bear.
What do you mean wrong colored bear?
All
Oh,
of
They're the
the
wrong colored bears, and then
Oh,
I'll
shit.
point at
all
all the pandas.
when you say what do you mean by wrong colored bear, all the pandas look at you funny and all the orcs are pointing at the pandas.
Ha! So these are the only bears you've ever seen, huh?
We've been traveling with them for decades.
And I'm the only non whatever you've seen, huh?
Panda, yes.
I'm not a panda.
He's a panda.
Well, I can see you're not a panda.
Fuck off, Yorman. Shut up.
I see you've brought one of the foreign races to the land.
Howdy.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
I don't know. That depends on them, I suppose. I've heard bad things, but we don't exactly belong to any governing body but our own.
Okay, well, if they are bears and you call them pandas, I'm a bear and we are known as grizzlies. So, I guess there's different kinds of bears. I'll be damned. Nice to meet you, cousin.
Nice to meet you too, this middle-aged lady says to you.
What climate do y'all live in? I live in a very cold one.
It's typically damper than this, and there's moisture in the air, but I mean, I guess this is okay.
That actually
This
sounds
is-
pretty nice.
This is so weird, but in the coolest way, I promise. I don't want to sound like my uncle or anything.
Oh, you have one of those uncles too?
Had.
Oh, well, I had. He's dead. I hate his heart. Yeah.
Okay.
That's not exactly something you share openly.
It's fine. He was like the worst ever.
It's a tribal custom thing. Okay. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
a super not cool guy.
Oh,
He deserved it.
you're a tribal, I gotcha.
And what, you're not?
I mean, we're more of a traveling group. At least we are. Our, you know, the rest of our kind have a village and the jungles, but we chose to travel, trade.
Fascinating.
That's pretty cool.
We're not allowed in the country of Dragonov, but
Sometimes the nomad life is better than putting down roots. Omen will just shrug. Isn't the city
Need to
life isn't
travel
for
north.
everybody.
to the mountains, there's no way to get around those, really. I mean, by boat, perhaps, but we're not getting in the boat. There's war all the time, and awful creatures, and pirates, and that's just not worth the financial risk.
Orman smiles at pirates.
Yeah, see, I knew that's what you were when I saw you.
Aww.
I thought you
It's
guys
a
liked the
compliment.
water. What are you doing on land?
These yahoos keep dragging me everywhere.
Weren't you, like, specifically super banned from here?
Yep.
Yeah, whatever.
Teleportation. It's a wonderful thing.
We're not exactly welcome here either, but we make do.
Well, we won't tell if you won't.
Who are we gonna tell?
Exactly.
I
Now
guess-
you owe me an ale.
Ah! You owe me an... Nah, bullshit. You said it the same time I said it. You owe me an ale.
He...
No. That's not how it works. I already owed you one. Now you owe me one. We're even.
I suppose
Then
we
we don't
could
owe
tell
anyone anything,
the
then.
Gator Boys or the trolls and ogres about you, but don't know why we would.
Oh, they already know.
Oh, okay. Well, then
They
there you
all,
go.
Yeah,
they
we've helped out
already
a few
know.
people, a few of those groups already. We're actually on a mission right now.
We fought a
Oh,
Hydra actually as well.
that's impressive.
I froze it. I froze it solid.
Is that why you're blue?
No, actually, that's part of growing up
Yes.
in a cold
No.
environment.
Are you a water elemental?
Yes,
Teeth
he
No,
is.
he suffers. He suffers from a terrible affliction. It's spreading.
Ah, tiefling.
It's
rare to
probably
see one
just
of
the
you.
blues.
It's rare to see a tiefling.
Indeed, especially one with the heritage as messed up as mine. As he sort of like looks off to the side, like not really wanting to elaborate, but very much pointing out not something you want to approach mildly.
I don't want to sound super rude, but you're not really special. The creation of your people is extremely messed up half of the time.
Yeah,
Sorry you
I'm
had to
aware
hear it
of
from
that.
someone else.
Truth hurts.
He's just not phased by it. Like, he's just letting the words wash over him. Like, yeah, and
Well,
you
you
say.
guys are free to stay with us. I don't know if you're heading towards the town that's only a few hours away from here, but they're not going to be very friendly, and they ran us off. So there's that. They tried to buy some of the orcs, but we said no, and they didn't like that. Didn't know you could buy a person. Wasn't really looking for that information, but I know it now.
Ah, so that's where those bastards are. Well, thank you for that. You just actually helped make our jobs a little easier. The
You might
orcs,
not want to go into the area.
the trolls and ogres just up the way, the village we came from actually requested we help deal with those individuals, since they were stealing their children.
That's good. We usually head to the Gator people, who only showed up about a week ago, so that was weird, and that whole village showed up about a week ago. Very bizarre. But, and then we typically just travel through the outskirts of Sidar, and then we go and visit the trolls, and then we go back home before we start the journey again.
So what are you guys trading with these areas exactly, if I might ask?
Whatever. We bring exotic plants and wood and materials, and they give us whatever they can, and we make do with it.
Have you guys gotten any of these yet? And he's gonna show his pistol.
Oh, we've seen a bunch of those.
These are so awesome.
It's extremely impractical.
Yeah, the kickbacks kind of sucks, but I think it's pretty cool.
Well, we got a few of them, brought them home, and they don't work. They're just kind of just use them to hold stuff down now.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, they're terrible. I'm sure they're better here.
Could it maybe be because, well, you said it's wet. I don't know. I mean, that might have a factor. It's pretty dry here.
Well, it's wet all the time, and it's almost always raining, so yeah, it's probably not good for something that needs fire to work.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
powder usually gets wet.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah, so they're useless where we're from, but I'm sure they work everywhere else. Welcome to the age of not modern firearms.
Mm-hmm.
I have been cringing this entire time.
That's the way she goes.
You guys said you trade, right?
Yeah, that's
Wax.
That's literally our
Do you
entire
have-
purpose.
Do you have any magical people with you?
A couple.
Would any of them be interested in these? And I'm going to hold up the eyes. I think it was the eyes and tongue of the Hydra that I collected. That you said were good for magical components.
Oh, sure. You see this lady point at one of the orcs, and they run off and go and grab a robed panda who just looks at it and just kind of looks at you.
You interested in this?
He just holds out, he puts up a finger and he like rummages around in this bag that he has, and he pulls out 4 bottles of red liquid.
These healing potions?
He just nods.
Okay. Ooh, can I also get you to identify something as well?
He takes his hand and kind of like does that side to side thing, like maybe.
Of the potion that the orcs gave me.
You see him. He reaches for it.
Yeah.
And then he takes his free hand and snaps his fingers next to it, and then he just hands it back, and he points at his mouth, and then he points at the fire.
Fire breathing.
I love it when I'm right.
What kind of healing are those potions?
What's the one above standard?
Rare?
Let's see, there's 2d4
Or
plus
uncommon.
2, 44 plus 4, 8d4 plus 8, and then 10d4 plus 20.
It'd be the 44 plus whatever.
44 plus 4?
Yeah.
Alright, and the only thing I'm going to offer up is my armor. If they want it.
I thought you were offering
I'll
them
trade that as well.
the Hydra parts.
Oh, I'm offering them the Hydra parts, yes, for the potions, but I'm also going to offer up my armor.
Let me see what they'll offer you for that.
Can I have
I just
something
learned
as
something
well.
about myself. But my character specifically, it'll be very fun.
Oh, I didn't mean to bully you so hard you get rid of your armor.
No, don't worry about it, Trucker. This was planned anyways, but this is a good pushing point for him.
They hand you a scroll.
Oh,
Scroll of
shit.
what? A scroll of what?
When you look at it, you obviously read Draconic, so you know what it says. It just says Guiding Bolt.
You fucker, yes. Gladly, they can have the armor.
Right, they take it from you.
So I have these. I don't really have a use for them right now, but they're these acid vials that we got from the Hydra.
And I'm gonna show them the 2 that I have.
I'll see what they want to.
Oh, man, Mark, you can make acid arrows with those, man.
I got some. I guess I could, but I'll just see if they have any use for these.
The loot generator I have is not going the way I want it to. See what
Remember,
this-
lads, dipping and coding is still a thing.
They hand you a pearl.
This is pretty cool.
Ooh.
To you, it's just a white ball because you've never seen a pearl before.
What exactly? So is this like? Is there anything special about this?
Growing clams.
The fuck is a
Might be
clam?
kinda- Yeah, I just don't know what that is either, but it sounds like it might be fancy.
Be delicious.
people eat them, uh, but they produce these shiny white and sometimes black rocks, little marbles. So something.
Well, I appreciate this, and I'll see if I can't find some shape, way, or form to use it.
Okay.
I have a question for for you.
Sure.
He'll take out the bundle of 10 Hydra teeth. These were teeth from the Hydra we had slain. What exactly would you be willing to trade for them? They might have some venom on them, but not sure how much after they've been gestures to the bag of holding he has slung over his shoulder.
They just hand you a couple of regular gold rings, like 3.
Appreciate it. He'll take the rings and put them in his pocket. 3 rings.
Yeah, they're just simple gold bands. Look like wedding rings. And with that, just for the sake of time, I will say that it's nighttime and we'll take a break.
That's cool. I've got a great sword I want to divest myself of when we get back.
Sure thing.
See what I get for it.
Go use the bathroom quick. Sponsored by Martin Mancini.
The best.
The man's got the talent.
Mark your character's kids are gonna be weird cat dog hybrids. I'm for it. Gonna be like long tooth shifters, I imagine.
Might
I
be
was gonna
more
say
lion than tabaxi, maybe.
I mean, maybe, but you gotta remember, gnolls are basically just hyena people.
yeah, so
And hyenas are basically just really funny dogs.
Yeah, but they're mains though.
I mean, yeah, maybe, I guess.
snow leopard hyena crossbreed. What exactly can
He's
be
a
done?
lynx.
Sorry.
Bobcat, so it'd be like take a bobcat and
Ouch.
then mush it together with a hyena. Put them together, and what do you get? Boom!
Yeah,
You get a very dog-like bobcat that has a killer laugh.
I'm excited for what you guys get to go through and everything, but I hope everybody does enjoy this world so I can do a part 2. It'll be
Oh, I'm loving
slightly
the hell out of it.
it'll be slightly more contained. I'm not sure I will have you guys travel as much. I just want you guys to experience the whole world.
I've been having fun with the Globetrotter style of gameplay.
Yeah, you guys are going to definitely be if I do it right, you guys will get to see most of every area except for the Isles, because I don't have a reasonable way of getting you there. But after that, I will let you guys vote, because this is more of a way for me to build up the world. And if everybody enjoys it and wants a second story from this, then I will have you guys vote on which area was your favorite out of a select few, and then we can do a story there.
Neat.
There's about 1 or 2 areas right now that I don't have a solid formation for, so they won't be on the list, but pretty much everywhere else that you guys are going will have something. it'll all be down to Ironvale, Ashfall, and Dragonov will probably be the areas I'll let you all pick from for story 2. Because there's a lot of interesting stuff that I've got for every area. I hope I'm still here.
Yeah, I can hear you. I've got a fun idea for a character for that if we're not playing the same people.
Yeah, it would be different. I'm going to give you guys a good sense of finality and then mark up the time period.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm thinking like a gnome artificer.
Yeah, you guys will have. I'm going to be obviously a lot more forthcoming with information the second time around because you guys aren't going to be experiencing this place raw anymore.
So I might be able to, well, pending, I might be able to have like a descendant of mine,
Yeah.
maybe.
If you come to me and say that's exactly what you want to do, then I will, that'll determine how far in the future I set it.
That would be fun though.
The only thing is the only agency you would lose in creating your character would be the age.
Yeah.
Granddad was weird, man.
Yeah, right?
He just up and out of nowhere met our grandmother and just like they barely knew each other for a week.
Well, it wouldn't be that far in the future.
Days even. Okay, I mean, dad's really weird.
Mm-mm. The way Dad would say it, like, Mom was all over me.
Or uncle was really weird.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
possibility. Unk is bizarre. He doesn't stop talking, and everything he says pisses people off.
except for
He has this undeniable knack to say the wrong thing at the right time.
He doesn't treat anybody with any particular respect, which is crazy considering how small he is.
and he's always willing to do weird, like he doesn't care what he's doing.
And he always talks about this weird bear guy that he knew. Like, man,
You know how all kids get like a weird trauma response from one of their parents' traits? Your kids are going to be like super locked in and very rigid about what they're doing because Nimbleton is just like, I don't know, I don't have a plan. I just want to go do something. I don't care. Your like
Right.
lazy listfulness is going to have them like they're going to wake up at 5 a.m. sharp, become farmers or something.
Day in, day out, same task.
Academics or farmers are like, no, this is the schedule, we're sticking to it. I know what I want to do for the rest of my life by the time they're like 3.
Inside of every man are 2 wolves. One tweaking out and one locked in. But unfortunately, this one is just locked in. There ain't no one tweaking on this one.
Yeah, their mom and dad are nutbags, so these kids are locked in. There's just like random members of that tribe. They're like, ugh, this is why you go to college. They're all like, yeesh. The whole tribe's IQ jumps several points.
see, what's going to be crazy for me though is like my tribe doesn't exist anymore. So if I'm successful in getting Sarah and the 2 kids back, like what the hell are we gonna do? We'd have to move
You could play as one
or
of your
start a
kids.
new tribe.
It would
I
depend
mean, I could.
It would depend on
And
where you
then
guys want to go.
and then our kids would know each other and it's perfect.
Nice.
Well, depending
Oh
on the
God, we could do the Leviathan 2 thing, but it'd be me and you, Mark, instead of me and Mayor doing it.
the
Wow.
thing is instead of not to borrow too much from the Unexpectables here, but if you guys do the right stuff, you can start connecting this world via teleportation circles.
Hey.
Man, our kids are gonna be like best friends, and the tribe's gonna be like, "What the shit was happening here?"
You're gonna have a
I, we
bunch
still,
you have a bunch of douchebag intellectuals. Actually, we're not a tribe, we're a collective.
and that's when we start throwing those people out into the wastes. We'll have none of that.
Excuse me,
Whee!
sir.
Hey,
Load them into the trebuchet sling and launch them out into the waste where they belong.
I have a whole jungle for a reason. No, I'm just
How dare
kidding.
you talk about my best friend?
All right, are we ready?
Do you know who my granddad is?
Oh my lord.
He's still alive and he will come out here for no reason.
That's the threat. Granddad will return.
For no reason. He doesn't care. He just wants something to do.
I'll have you know, my great uncle owns a boat, and he will come and kick your ass.
Anyway,
Call him,
let's get
go
started.
ahead, sir.
All right, you wanted to offset that
Yeah,
greatsword?
I'm tired of carrying around the great sword that I don't use. So
They hand you they just show you a bag full of 50 red shiny rocks you've never seen before.
Okay.
They're rubies.
Red
Ooh.
shiny rocks.
Those are rubies.
They're very pretty.
Very valuable too, bud.
Now you have 50 of them.
You keep your thieving hands to yourself.
Fuck you, I ain't a thief.
All right, with that, I will sake of brevity.
Oh, it's all unjust.
Nunite time, wake up time. Sun has risen, billions must wake, and now you're all up and at 'em.
My name is Adam.
The caravan starts to pack up. They bid you farewell, and I assume you guys start making the rest of your journey to that village.
Yep. Gonna go AFK for a
You
sec so
said
you don't hear me.
Let's go.
Bag of 50 rubies.
Yep.
Are they like small rubies?
Yeah. Like, how do I want to describe this? Slightly bigger than peas.
Okay.
Diamonds. Oh.
So like gravel, small gravel size ruby.
Yeah, like a large piece of gravel size.
I'll just put small rubies.
There you go. And I will say, by the time, the sun's starting to slowly go down, but you guys do make it to the outskirts of the village. But what really surprises you is there's about one way in and no way out except for where you're coming from. And there seems to be a giant pit in the middle of where the buildings sit. And I will wait for you guys to tell me if you enter or not before I switch over.
Is there any way we can scout it from outside so we get a good idea of what we're walking into?
You'd have to try to sneak up to the buildings. You know what? I will just pull up mentioned map so that you guys have a decent idea. So where those obelisks are is where you can place yourselves. I won't be a tool and say you get spotted.
Sorry about that.
You're alright.
Oh shit.
Oh no, I'm
You
officially
saw
in
nothing.
Chirac city limits.
No. No, I recognize what those creatures are.
Oh.
Alright, so not Yorman, unless he's not wearing his clanky janglies anymore.
He's not. He sold it.
No, I sold my armor, bud. Remember?
Let's see if we can't sneak up and get a little peeksy doodle at what we're dealing with here.
That's the wrong notebook. That's why things don't look right.
Oh. 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 Hmm.
24 stealth for me, please.
Alright, well, let's just settle down. Let me get things moving on my end. I need to have my notebook. Don't quite care about your stealth at the moment.
You gotta wait till he tells you to roll it, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Just like we all know drugs are bad.
Oh yeah, sorry, okay. I won't do it again. It'd help if I color
I
these.
forgot just how messed up the Mackie Inception episode was.
Everything about Mackie is screwed up, and I really don't like thinking about Mr. Mackie at all.
I just like it where it stands like, my friends are saying I'm a hoarder. What's that? This entire room is just neck deep in stuff.
You guys can roll stealth if you'd like.
Alright. +4, here we go.
Oh. Damn you, roll 20!
That pit, by the way, now that you're close enough to see it, appears to be a mine.
I rolled an 11.
The pit look seems to be a what now?
A mine.
Oh, fuck.
That they diggy hole in.
Slavey, slave.
Oh,
Are
no.
you telling me these slavers are delving greedily and deeply?
Oh, yeah, this looks like, no quiet little... This isn't Grandma's mine.
How dare they call for?
They
Digging
awoke
too
an
deep,
ancient
trucker.
evil? Are they awake? Are they in danger of awakening an ancient evil?
You don't know. But anyway,
Shit.
what did everybody get for stealth?
26.
And 11.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Alright, hold on. I need to pull out Holden now. I forgot I have to control his token. It gets stressful.
I got 2 more hours to drive. I'm sorry, but
It's the way she goes. Alright,
yeah, this week's scheduling is just as bad as last week.
yeah. Holden's really not gonna... I will start rolling perceptions for these boys. That guy is not seeing anything. Neither is that guy.
Good.
That guy's definitely catching Holden. That guy's definitely
Damn it.
catching all of you.
Uh-oh.
You
That's a
see...
gnat.
You see this giant ape who is dressed in a big, nice white suit point and just go, "Intruders!" And I'll need you all to roll me initiative.
Oh shit, it's Magilla Gorilla.
We're not
Damn it.
intruders. You left your gate open.
I got a gorilla for sale.
Oh no. Deep cut deep cut remember this moment for the group. It's Oppo.
It's what?
Or whatever Chaos's character's name was.
Abo, really
Oh, yeah,
bringing up the
Abo.
oldest Abo Abdallah. For those who don't know, Abo was my gorilla kin that I had started out of just sheer wanting to become King Kong. And
Which one of my games was that?
20
it was the first one that didn't wind up going far. We wound up switching over to Leviathan.
I was.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I remember because that was the backup group.
That was the
Yeah,
first
and-
game I played in this group.
Mm-hmm,
long time ago.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, I remember. Switch
initiatives?
to Leviathan.
21.
17.
Okay.
20.
And you, Omen?
Dirty 20.
Alright, well, you guys are going to need to... Who's got what for Dex?
+5.
Plus
Plus
4.
4.
Okay.
I am Dex build. Hear me roar.
2.
I'm a split strength and dex build.
Quality build.
Multi-role fighter, baby.
Dex Constitution.
Well, multi-role ranger, I should say.
I was about to
I'm built
say,
to be
I'm the
fast
fighter.
and strong. That's the only thing I got.
That's all you need, Dragon Boy.
That's all I need, Dad. I only need to be fast and strong. I need nothing else.
Well, at least you're not going last this time, Trucker.
Right?
As is
I could not
tradition.
roll initiative for shit last session.
As was tradition.
He scrapes off the pudding from his arms.
As is tradition.
As is tradition.
Now, he rips off the princess's arms
No.
and swings them
Yeah.
around violently, as is tradition.
We're telling all Canadians to go home and open the box of faith.
As
If
is
you are
tradition.
watching this, it means you have been ordered to open your box of faith. Unless you haven't been told and you're just watching it to be a jerk.
Alright. Up first is this guy who starts approaching. I should probably make sure I have his movement appropriately labeled, and I should
It's
probably
Magilla.
pull up appropriate music.
Grill for real for sale. A grill for sale.
5, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he grabs a... Let me make sure I have his attacks. Ah, good, he's got the rock. He's going to pick up a rock and throw it at you, Nimbleton. Does a soft
Okay.
20 hit you?
Yes.
You take 6 damage as he throws one rock, and he's going to pick up another and throw it at you, Omen, but tragically miss with a 9.
Deep cut. This reminds me of the time I smacked sheep with a giant rock as a giant ape during the Stellar Odyssey campaign.
Alright. That's their turn. We are up to Yorman.
Don't forget to post the music, by the way. My turn.
Yep.
Alright, I can't reach him, so I'm gonna go for the small fry for now. I'm gonna get right here. And, just gonna roll to hit him. So, ooh, that might not hit. That's pretty bad, actually. 12.
Yeah, that didn't hit.
I didn't figure that was a natural 4. All right, second attack. 19.
That hits.
All right,
Definitely
6
hits.
plus 2d6 plus 5. Come on, let's just drop them quick. 10 points of slashing altogether.
Alright. That was
And
brutal.
with my bonus action, I shall cast Hardened Scales.
Alright. Omen, we're up to you.
Alright. Even though I'm close to Chingus Chongus, Mr. Congus, I'm gonna go and here.
Okay.
And
Before you can attack, I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
oh goody, fear effect.
Yep, you better believe it.
Uh, 21. Blackjack, baby.
Excellent. You are no longer needing to worry about the fear effect.
Awesome. Now I'm going to for the trying to scare me to not wanting to fight him, I'm going to hit him harder with my spear. Two-handed for a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, max damage. That's 12 piercing. Second spear. Dirty 20
Yeah.
for not max, but close. 10 piercing. Followed up by a unarmed monk strike, which I'm just gonna flavor as just using the back end of my spear to smack him in the chest with the butt cap. For a descending order. 19 to hit.
That'll hit. These guys don't seem very beefy.
Alright. And descending order for damage too. That's 8 bludgeoning.
Okay.
As
blue.
he's done that, he's just gonna look over at the big gorilla and just quietly gulp to himself as a cold sweat, not that you can see it, trickles down his hands. Well, this ought to be interesting.
It is Blue's turn, who's going to take 2 swings at you, Yorman. Oh, that's crazy. That's a nat 20. I might be on fire tonight.
Oh no.
Oh.
Go ahead.
For a max of 14 damage. Could be worse. Now they're gonna come in for a bite. That is. That's a 21 to hit.
Yep, 21 will hit, just one above my AC.
That is 9 damage as it bites into you. But thankfully there's no saving throws or anything associated with this.
Wouldn't matter, I'm immune to poison.
That's true. Elijah, it's your turn. There's a giant ape. Red and blue have taken damage. Green and orange still seem very much fresh. Or orange.
Does the giant ape have other enemies around him at this moment?
Nope.
About 10 feet away, it has orange, and about 5 feet away, it has red.
Okay, so red might get hit. I'm going to upcast Hail of Thorns at level 2.
Okay.
Which will give me an additional 2d10 if he makes the dex, or if he fails it.
All right. What's the
Um,
range?
If he gets hit, it's every creature within 5 feet of him takes the damage too.
Okay, so nobody else but the ape would be taking this.
So what? That you said Red's 5 feet away from?
Oh, he's 2 squares away. I misspoke.
Oh, so he's 10 feet away.
Yeah,
Damn.
my bad. Sorry. I'll let you retract it if you want to.
Yeah, because I thought I was gonna hit 2 people.
That's my bad. I'm sorry.
Retconny that then. So I'll draw my heavy crossbow. I'm gonna put my hunter's mark on the big boy. And I'm gonna take a shot with my heavy crossbow.
Go for it.
Yeet. 24 to hit.
That certainly hits.
Okay, so heavy crossbow is what's it? D8 for my primal, and a D6 for my hunter's mark, right?
Yep.
Roll. Damn it. 7 total points of damage.
How in the hell?
Because Roll20 hates me. I'll take my second attack just to reload the crossbow, and that's my turn.
All right. It is Red's turn. He's going to take a couple of attacks against you, Omen, because you're right there. Ha ha
Alrighty.
ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Go ahead and make an attack of opportunity.
Yes!
Oh boy, here I go doing it again.
Kick him in the butt.
Mayor,
Yeah.
I think we just had a heaven and hell situation.
What a waste. This guy's got 5 HP.
Whatever, I don't care.
I'll just say that he's very dead.
He pulled a red foreman on him.
Yeah, you put your foot in his ass. He didn't even get a turn, he just died. Well, no, that wasn't your turn, Chief. That was an attack of opportunity.
My bad.
He got
Sorry.
excited.
Orange will come up and take up the mantle, though.
Oh boy.
That misses. That misses. Very good. It's Green's turn. $30. Can't get blonking, but can still attack. Wait, why don't you
Is
go
it
ahead
another
and
nat
make-
20?
No, why don't you go ahead and make me an attack of opportunity?
15. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
Good. 1 point from minimum damage. 8 points of slashing.
Okay. I will give him his second attack now, not that he deserves it.
Come on, bitch.
You
That's
gotta
what
be
you got.
joking. Okay, he
Another
just,
nat 1. Another
yeah,
nat.
but he just misses, so that's
Damn it.
something. Alright. It is now Ape Gang's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I mean, it was advantage either way, but we'll take it. The ape rises its mighty fist against you, Omen. That's not what I want to do. Wrong thingy. Does a 17 get you?
Nope.
That's okay. Because a double nat 20 might. I'm just kidding. Never mind, he misses. That would have been fun, though. Everybody was excited. Your Yorvin, it's your turn. You're surrounded by incompetent assholes.
Wait, do I get my turn?
Where were you at? I didn't put you in the turn order.
Shitty.
I
It
was
is-
gonna say, I think
It is. Why don't you take 2 turns, Nimbleton? It is your turn now. I'll let you go with your 4 attacks.
Okay, let's see. I guess I'm going to shoot blue first.
All right.
Oh.
Let's see. 16.
That hits.
Um, that is 12 damage.
All right. 12.
And then the second shot, we're gonna do sharpshooter on. We'll do that one on blue again.
Good choice.
That's only a 13.
That's exactly what you need.
Oh shit! 19 damage.
Pop.
Damn.
Well, you still got 2 more attacks because I skipped you. So what do you want to do now?
Let's see. I'm gonna shoot the gorilla with one of my +1 arrows. And you know what? We'll try sharpshooter.
All right. They pass their con save, but you're still getting a good shot off.
Let's see. That's a 21 to hit.
Oh, that hits. It's just a gorilla.
And that is 21 damage.
Hold on just 1 second.
He's no longer just a gorilla.
Did you miss me, son?
Oh shit.
You look
Good.
Rising out of the corpse of this ape is this hideous horned, cloaked creature who is standing directly behind Omen, and I will need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Nimbleton. How did you figure a ape got a fear effect, fella?
That's not great. 13.
That does not make it, so you have disadvantage to attack it.
Love that. Let's see. I have one more attack, and I was gonna shoot orange. Do I have to go after him now, though?
No, this isn't that kind of an effect.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot orange. With sharpshooter. Pretty good. That is a 22.
That'll hit him. Boy, the music
That's-
cue on that was pretty good.
20 damage.
Goodness gracious. Orange isn't looking like they're having a great day, but Yorman, you're up. For real this time. We're not just playing.
Okay. Hold on, I just need to check if a specific spell is an action or a bonus action. a bonus action. Good, good, good. Okay, first I'm gonna look at our my scaly brethren next to me. Oh, you fucking snake fools.
Hey, I'm just trying to make a check, man.
That is a 17 to hit him.
That'll hit him.
I know. I'm sad I gotta kill you, bud. That is max damage. 17 points of slashing.
Ooh, that does him pretty good, but he's not quite dead, but he's looking like he wishes he was.
Alright, second attack. Soft 20 to hit him.
That'll hit him.
Shit, out of the box. 12 points of slashing.
Perfect.
You down?
Yep. Boop.
Okay. Then, bonus action, I'm going to cast Magnify Weapon upon my weapon.
Can you do that with the hardened scales?
Yes, because Magnify Weapon is not a concentration.
Gotcha.
It is just a duration ability.
Okay.
And let me just measure to see if I can get what I want to. Right here would be flanking, right?
Yes, but you would also have to make a wisdom saving throw once you enter his area. So you can move 5 feet and then you'd have to pause.
Hold on a second. Let me check if I am immune to this. I'm not immune to the frightened condition, so let me roll for it. But you said it's a charisma saving throw?
No, wisdom.
Wisdom. Still the same bonus, a plus 15 altogether. 28.
Yeah, you're definitely good.
Cool, I'm just gonna behind him. Sup, ugly? That's my turn.
Oh, right. That was Yorman Omen. Your father's behind you.
So this is what you meant, as he just hisses out those words through gritted teeth. So this is what you meant when you said you'd find me soon. Couldn't wait, could you?
Been waiting a long time. I've just been having fun playing Slaver.
He'll just look over his shoulder, and the only one eye looking at him, but that eye is just shining, not with hate, but what would be a good? Actually, I gotta do a private roll real quick just to see how much of his temper he's gonna rein in. Okay, you know what? That actually makes sense in this scenario. Before he even casts himself trying to say something, his eye just hardens and looks back towards Orange, giving his father arguably the biggest insult he can suffer, to be ignored, as he goes for Orange. Dirty 20 to hit
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 10 piercing. Next,
Okay.
another 19 to hit.
Yep.
For 11 piercing.
Alright, hold on. Just some fun cannon fodder for you guys before the real game begins, you know?
Once Orange is defeated, he'll just slowly turn around fully to look at him. And he just keeps his face calm, not quite letting his there is still some anger burning in his eyes, but it's very quickly just cooling past cold anger, more towards the point of indifference. If it were to put it on a spectrum of emotion.
Righteous indignation.
No, not quite.
All right.
He's more numb to his to the anger he feels towards his father at this point.
I'll get after it then.
And bonus action, I'm just gonna let off flurry of blows to just lay into him. I am not your slave, though. For a 24 to hit.
That'll hit him.
Max damage for 10 bludgeoning. It's magical for sake of resistance, so.
Yeah.
Second swing, 26 to hit.
All right.
For 9 bludgeoning. As he just. I'm guessing he's like 15 feet or so tall.
He actually is at your height right now.
Oh, even better. So for these
valuable information.
For those 2 punches, he's just going to boom, boom across both cheeks.
Okay.
And I never will be ever again.
Elijah, it is your turn, but I'll need a wisdom saving throw to ensure that these are not at disadvantage.
Sweet, I guess. Mm-hmm. 13.
That beats it beats.
Ah, sweet. Is my hunter's mark still on him?
Technically no.
Damn. How far away is he from me?
15 feet away?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Pythagoras is my friend tonight. I'm going to do something that these guys have never seen me do before. I'm going to draw out my longsword and I'm going to Misty Step. I'm going to Misty Step 10 feet above him. And just come down like a furry, sword-bedecked, destructive thing. And try to Sephiroth him with my longsword.
Go for it.
Two-handed, so bracing. Ayah. I'll take a nat fucking 20, baby!
Go for it.
That's a D6, or no, D10 for the longsword, and a D8 for the primal. Doubled, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Everything.
So, that's 15 doubled to 30 points of damage.
All right.
And if I have another attack, as my sword comes on down, I want to go in for a bite.
Okay.
Simply because I can. And of course, that's not one of my attack actions. I have to go into features and traits now and find the bite. It's a D6 plus strength on damage, so I guess that would be a D20 plus my strength to hit.
Yep.
Why are you taking so long? Sorry, guys. D20. It's going to be a 12 to hit.
That isn't gonna do it.
So longsword just Sephiroths the guy, swing. I go in for a bite, but my jaw just kind of claps on his shoulder because I mistimed it.
So it is now his turn. You see him pull out a flask and take a deep pull of it, and he looks like lightning just shoots through his body. And then you see him take his glaive, which was already pretty big, and just like in Bloodborne, he just kind of swings it out to his side and it gets much larger. And he just looks at you, Omen, and goes, let me ask you something, son. Are you winning now? And he's going to take...
Sorry.
That is a 20 to hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
That is an 11. That's 11 points of damage.
Ow. I'm one number away from a nice number.
That's another 22 to hit you.
Ow! You dick!
Yeah, this is a pretty nasty one. That's 13 damage, or that's 17 damage.
I'm gonna use Divine Allegiance. He takes none of that, but I take all of that.
Oh,
Huh?
ouch.
That is another.
So, yeah.
Did anyone?
I guess my shadow would take that hit, and I'd take the damage physically.
That's
It's
another
17, right?
Yep, 20 to hit you.
This is all while he's got my sword, stuck through him too. Damn.
That's another 13 damage. How are you looking?
I'm hurt, but I'm still up.
All right, you got 2 more of these to take.
Holy shit!
He hasted
5
himself.
attacks!
I
Oh.
was gonna say, I just can keep. Oh, it's got my reaction to do this.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's got 4 of these.
Hey, I'm sorry, I can only do this once a turn. It costs a reaction too.
Dude, you probably took the heaviest hitting one of them, so...
Well, he's got
I
one
wouldn't
more
say
to get
that
a nat
just yet.
20. But that was
I call you in
that's a 21 to hit you.
Ow.
That's 12 damage.
Ay. Ooh.
Ay caramba.
Oh no. Speaking, it shall show up.
I call you in the big dice.
You speak it, it shall show up. I'm sorry.
No! Fuck. Damn. Oh, chaos, buddy.
That is 25 damage. Are you still up?
I'm still up. I'm fucked up, but I'm up.
He's just going to grab you by the face very hard and just say, I'll be back some other day to teach you another lesson. Goodbye, son. Thank you for disavowing your birthright so I could have fun taking out another cancer. And he just flies. He just goes invisible and disappears.
And my sword just stuck in midair now.
Like, once he
Okay.
leaves, you all see the amount of gashes that just decorate Omen's body. He is
Omen, look.
sliced up like a holiday ham in a bad way.
Is Dad just gonna come out here and do that to you and then just leave? Kinda seems like he's
Hold
not
still,
so
Omen.
great.
As you're about to cast something, you guys, as you step forward, Yorman, your vision goes black, and poof, you're back in the cave in front of Lord Ember. What in the hell was that?
I don't know, but Omen, I know I'm one of the top. Your dad's fucked up, guy.
He's stupid.
Hold the
A little
hold
help,
still,
please.
damn it.
I'm sorry. Did you see him hack me to pieces out there?
Yes, I took one of them for you. You get 15 back.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Omen will just look up at Lord Ember. That was my father. If you believe that, you understand why I've been trying to disavow the blood that runs in my veins.
Yeah, I don't see the resemblance. He's kind of ugly.
Overbearing ogre.
No, just ugly.
Silence! You've all done enough.
What is this?
I sent a message to the trolls. Dog. Creature thing. Bear, whatever you wish for me to call you. Approach me.
All right. I'll take a couple steps forward.
You have earned your wish.
Lucky.
Oh. Okay.
Just 1 second, sorry. I'm trying to find the right music for this.
That's it.
That's not
That's
the
all
quite.
music.
That's not the right one. You know what? This is the perfect one for this. All right. So, what do you wish for?
I wish for Sarah, my wife, Frey, my son, and Clara, my daughter, to be resurrected.
He begins to say to you, your wish is, and before he can finish that, the room goes frigid cold. Like, almost unbearably, almost worse than any night that you've ever experienced in Vuldar. And you just hear behind, or everybody hears echoing in the cave. You dare defy me. As you see behind you all, as I assume you're going to look, you see Necrexia behind you.
What's up?
Nothing personal.
Seriously.
Their deaths were
This,
not fair.
hold on, this art that I posted, this is what she looks like. I don't own it. I found it on Twitter. I just wanted you guys to have a reference, but I can't share it for the show.
Oh, I get you
Try
now.
explaining it, dude.
I gotta look now.
Like I kind of described before, think a very, very pretty, like 1920s jazz musician or jazz singer. Black
Almost
cocktail
a little
dress.
bit of an Elvira thing
Yeah,
going.
a lot like Elvira, essentially. Do you have
You're damn right I would there.
any idea what is going on even in your home city and what you would be bringing them into?
You have any idea what it feels like to have your heart ripped out?
I will need everybody except for Elijah to mute, please. let me... You know what? I'm not even going to explain it to you. I am going to... And she puts up her hands for, air quotes, kill you real fast. Don't worry. You'll come back. But I have something to show you that, well, there's only one way to show you. And she reaches out her bare hand as she takes off her glove.
Okay.
Do you take her hand?
I guess I'll reach out and take her hand.
You go cold for a second, and before you know it, you're looking at yourself on the ground. And your vision goes black real quick, and you're back in Vuldar. And you see a house. And you're watching the house for what feels like a unnecessarily long time before, after about what should be only an hour, you see a very large explosion of arcane energy explode from the house. After that, the scene fades black, and then you see armies of various sorts marching through the streets and attacking each other. The city is in complete disarray and is getting destroyed by the minute as these armies are continuing to fight each other. You're seeing members of the Royal Guard, you're seeing members from the Undead Ward, the Giants Ward, some of the Cold Iron Syndicate. You're seeing a bunch of people that look like Yormen except for white, fighting Royal Guards and a bunch of crazed citizens from the Quarantine Ward, all fighting endlessly. And it's savage, it's brutal, there's blood everywhere, fire everywhere, smoke in the air, it's chaos. And then your vision fades again, and you see something in complete and total stark opposite. You're in a very nice, warm, comfortable meadow. And where you're standing, you see a cabin. You also see a shed next to the cabin. And Necrexia looks at you and goes, "This is where your family is." And she walks you over to a window where you see your wife and your kids playing. And there's a portrait of you over the fireplace. And at one point you hear your son just go, "Mommy, I'm hungry." And she goes, "Oh, that's no problem, sweetie," as she gets up and walks out towards the door, leaves the door, and walks right through you. As she goes into the shed where you see an abundance of food and drink, as she gets something for your son and brings it inside. But before she goes inside, she stops and looks in your direction, almost as if she can sense you there, but you know that she cannot see you. And Necrexia looks at you and goes, "I know that they were robbed of their full life. I know what they have been through. I know exactly what's going on. So I set this up for them. And this is where you will end up. But this can all go away." As the scene fades again and you're sitting in an office, what looks to be where she normally does work. And she looks at you and says, "So are you really so selfish and stupid that you'd be willing to take them away from eternal peace? Because I'll allow it. I'll allow you to be such a fool that you rip them from peace right now and put them into the torment of war. That's no problem. However, you and your wife will be cursed forever. You'll watch your children grow old and die together, while you never age or so much as get the sniffles. You'll only get to experience the joy of your wife slowly growing to resent you after your children die. You both will live 1,000 years or until everyone you know and love are long dead. Only then will you die. But you won't be at that cabin. It'll be the stark fucking opposite of that. So shall we go ahead? Or have you learned your lesson?
I've learned this.
They will be waiting for you. This will be your reward. Shall I return you back to life?
Please.
Unless you have more questions, we literally have as long as I choose. Or as long as you choose, rather.
What is that war you showed?
Well, when you guys... I'm not supposed to tell you anything, but... You know, this is... the price I have to pay in order to keep you from making a mistake. You all inadvertently caused that when you went to go and attack Jezza. That explosion from the orb, it blew up his house. And apparently there has been such tension brewing between the wards and King Winter that everybody thought it was an attack from somebody else, and, well, it kicked off the big happening, as it were. The thing brewing underneath the surface for centuries. And before you ask...
What can we
Oh, sorry.
do to stop that?
It's already happening. You can only come back and pick a side and stop it when you get back. But you've got a long way to go yet. You see, Creepy Johnny is only after Horus, but he is inadvertently sided with Ophelia because she keeps showing up at his bar, so it was convenient. He has no real allegiance to her, but a good soldier nonetheless. The judge, jury, and executioners are out in full force. Lots of bad things are happening. So if you want my recommendation, and not to be biased, but you already know Creepy Johnny, you might as well side with what he wants. You'll have to kill King Winter and the Ancient White Dragon and Stellaris the Giant, the last giant king.
You stopped me from making my wish of that genie, right?
Yes, because,
You put me back, he can stop that, right?
well, I'm here with you and there with them at the moment, and I assure you that fat boy, that self-righteous, pompous prick, is very quiet.
Well, he still owes me a wish. What if I just wish to go back and stop us from destroying that orb? That would stop the war. Would it not?
It's not how things work, Elijah. You can't wish to undo what is.
No, I can wish to undo what has been done. You stopped me from just doing that. We broke the orb or caused it to explode or whatever the hell. That's something that was done. I can wish for that not to have been done or have it undone.
You don't understand. I stopped you from wishing for a mistake before it could happen. There's
I'm
no.
pretty sure a big fucking war is a mistake. Larger than the one that I was about to make.
Yes, but therein lies the difference. What is and what could have been are two separate things. That's something you mortals don't like to come to grasps with. What is done, period. That war is happening, and no amount of wishing for it to be different will make it back without dire consequences on the entire fabric of all of reality. So you would be damning more people by doing that. If you want my advice, do not take wishes from genies. Which is not something I thought I'd have to explain to somebody, but you didn't know what he was. He's a con man. He's basically a demon, without all the hellish flair.
At least you give me a little bit of credit for not knowing. How am I supposed to know? Nobody ever talks about these things.
They're not things worth talking about. They're things that should be kept unknown.
Oh, yes. That way more unsuspecting people can make mistakes.
That freak of...
Sound, logic, and reason.
Yeah, well, that freak of nature shouldn't exist. You have any idea what it takes to free a genie? He shouldn't be able to do that.
If he grants wishes, shit. Couldn't somebody wish him free?
They could if they were stupid enough, and I'm assuming that's what happened. He probably tricked them into it.
Well, it wasn't me.
Well, I know it wasn't you. I have a pretty good grasp on what's going on around here. My point being is if it sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true.
Also, you can't fault the man. I didn't know any of that afterlife shit was real.
I'm not trying to fault you, but if I did not bring the hammer down on you quickly, you could have made a very grave error.
And this is, again, one of those things I come to. If more people talked about these things.
Well, nobody's ever
Stop shit
encountered
like
the...
that from happening.
Genies are exceptionally rare, and most people are asking for power and riches, not to bring back one person, much less three. There's not exactly a book on it, because it's not something that's common. You're the first. Congratulations.
I've never wanted riches. I've never wanted power. And the only thing I had worth anything, you have now saved. Unknowingly to me. I was a hunter before all this shit happened. Forgive me for wanting back the only thing that, made me happy.
Do not mistake my tone for being angry with you. I need to be firm with you. I need you to understand that there are consequences to meddling with things that you do not understand. I understand why you wanted to do what you do. If I were in your shoes, I would want the same thing. This isn't me blaming you or chastising you for your desires. This is me showing you that there are certain things that should never be undone.
Okay, so what do I need to do? What do we need to do? Me, Yorman, Omen, Nyx, what do we need to do? Since they obviously can't hear any of this, you have me in here, and whatever you're doing is keeping the genie from doing anything. Since he's obviously not done anything yet, what do we do?
You're going to continue on whatever path you are put on. You're not going to be able to make it home for some time, and I'm sorry for that. But there's nothing that I can do about that. And there's nothing that you should do about that. What is meant to happen will happen. But what I can tell you is when it's time to take a side and do your best. And right now, the only person that you guys have any allegiance to, so long as you still feel the same as he feels about you, is Creepy Johnny. So keep doing that. Because so far, I wouldn't have been able to show you that if you've done the wrong thing. You're on the right path. Just stay the course. And try to enjoy life a little bit.
How am I supposed to do that?
Because that's what she'd want, isn't it? At some point, misery, while appropriate, becomes selfish when you know the ones that you love wouldn't want you that way. You're only hurting
You know,
yourself.
all this laughing I've done, all this joking with them. It's a mask. I've been unhappy. And you've just told me everything I've been working towards the past however long it has been since we left Wuldar was wrong. Stay the course I don't want to be on now. Because what I want is something I can't have. You've effectively told me to find the quickest and painless way to die.
That's not how...
But I have a feeling there's some kind of rule where I have to actually earn it.
That is correct. Look, I'm not saying what you're feeling isn't valid. What I'm telling you is they would want you to be happy as they are now. They wouldn't want you miserable. You wouldn't want them miserable if you had died. Sometimes this mask is going to have to become the reality. They're here for you and stick with you and care about you. That's your new family for now. That is the peace you need to find, and you need to start finding the joy in that. Because now you know, at the end of it all, it's going to be worth it. Make it worth it.
I'll try, and I'll do as you ask, but you have to know, and I have to say it, this is the most fucked up carrot and string situation I've ever experienced.
That's why nobody's meant to experience it. And I'm sorry for that, but you are the only one that could handle it. Out of everybody that's ever existed and will exist, you are probably the only one. And I hate that that burden falls upon you, but you're that one in forever. So now be that one in forever for your family. Go be happy. Come back. Tell them all the great things you've done. Make their hope and their happiness that they're experiencing now worth it. Because they sit there every day hoping to see you. And if you do what you're doing now, and you do it with joy, and you put your all into it, then they will have put their hope into something.
How do we take care of this genie? If he has this kind of power, he needs to be stopped now. Can you do that? Or can you give me the means by which to do it?
There's not truly much of a point. He's learning his lesson. He's not going to be granting those kinds of wishes or foolish wishes that lead to extreme consequences again, I assure you that. He now knows that I'm going to be watching him closely.
Okay. Is Jezza still in that area, or has he run off somewhere?
No, he's still in the cave. He seems a little unhappy that you're dead. No matter the reassurance.
He'll be even unhappier when I have words with him.
He hasn't done anything wrong.
I beg to differ.
Just another desperate man.
That whole orb thing that started a war. Specifically, us breaking it. That seems like a lot of wrong to me.
Well,
But fine, I will not thump him as hard as I possibly can when I see him next. Then fair.
I assure you, he's on the path to make it all correct. All I can tell you is this wasn't his intended. This wasn't what he wanted either. Being a desperate man, being angry at another desperate man, only leads to more hurt feelings. You're free to feel as you wish, but he was just as desperate as you in a different way.
And since you seem to have rules upon which you can and cannot give us information, is a method of how to deal with his apparently unkillable father one of those things you can tell me? Or is it one of the ones you can't?
I shouldn't, but I will. And hold on, I need to switch the map for you real quick. You're gonna look like the smartest man in the room when you steal his thunder. That should make you happy. You see those 4 pyramids that are around the biggest one in the middle?
Yes.
Those house certain individuals and creatures that have made him powerful in one way or another. Once you start killing everything inside, which has been the plan from, well, Jezza's plan from the beginning, once you deal with all of them, you'll have an easier time killing that freak.
And he couldn't come up with any better way than to try to link his soul to a meteor or something?
I didn't put the books there. I don't even know where he got them. I don't even know who the hell came up with that.
Those seem like questions that need answers.
Well, it never happened, so I guess it's really not my problem.
Huh.
These aren't questions I give a shit to answer. Or get the answer to, rather. You have to understand, when things don't happen, they no longer become relevant to me. Till the next idiot tries it.
Oh, well, thanks.
Well, hopefully you'll be dead by then.
Well, no, you called me an idiot.
No, I said the next idiot who tries the spell. Keep up.
Oh. You must have mumbled that last part. Sorry.
It's been a stressful week. A lot of new orientations.
And it seems utter cruelty to do so, I won't ask you for a favor. But just keep them safe for me, and I'll try to do what you've asked.
The least I can do is hear your favor. What is it?
I just wanted you to tell them that I miss them more than they can possibly understand.
I'll do that. And I do mean that. I don't typically care enough to interact with you people, and quite frankly, I don't ever do anything except for make sure that when you're dead, or some foolish necromancer resurrects you. I, make sure that, it's, the right things go through, but you get my point.
Point taken.
Let me get you back to the others so that they don't have a panic attack. And I'm going to disappear, and that genie bastard is going to be clammed up for a minute.
Is he stabbable? Is he killable?
He's killable, but unfortunately at your current means, not right now.
Anything? Is he going to retaliate? Should we flee immediately? Like,
No, he's going to behave himself. He knows he has my attention. Nothing's ever had my attention before. He knows the gravity of the situation.
okay. Because I'll be honest with you, when you bring me back, I'm probably going to have a breakdown. I hope you can understand that.
You're free to have your breakdown, but what I will tell you is this. When you return, he has been informed that he will behave as if none of this has ever happened and it's been a very bad dream. And we're going to forget that this whole mess has ever happened.
You can say that, but I doubt I'll ever forget this.
I'm not expecting you to, I just meant him.
Fair enough.
You guys have another war to lead, so, Let's focus on killing Jez's dad and all the other interesting things that you're about to see. Oh, the things you'll see.
I don't think interesting is the word.
Horrors beyond...
Alright, put me back.
Alright, she takes your hand once more, and you wake up gasping. And with that, you earn a point of inspiration. Everybody can unmute, and that is where we'll end today's session.
Nice.
Shit.
Nice.
I'm also willing to accept that. That's a perfect way to end it.
Jezza, you fuck!
Hey, he admitted to, He admitted that he didn't exactly have the right idea. Flame, quit doing that.
Doing
God.
what?
You're messing with your mic and it's making horrendous sounds.
Never. Sorry. After
It's-
3 hours, this thing's giving me cauliflower ear and it's hurting like hell.
Oh, there you guys have it.
I'm being real, Mayor. I was wondering when you were gonna bring in, like low key, like I was wondering what you're gonna have in store for me, and goddamn, dude, you fucking curveballed me.
He hinted that I was going to be dealing with her, and I was not expecting that.
I hope it was good.
I was wishing to get a hit on you,
Tearjerker right
Oni.
there. Oh man.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
I was gonna... Well...
Dude.
I hope both you, Chaos, and you, Trucker, have found those moments worth it. I spent a very long time working on it.
Here I was trying to save Chaos by trying to fucking Aerith his dad for him, but It did literally nothing.
Dude, if I could have got a hit on that dad just before he left, I think I could have done some serious damage. I had the magnify set up and fishing for a crit, because if I could have got a nat 20 with that magnify on there plus the divine smite, I don't think I would have killed him, but I would have done a shitload of damage.
You would have made him turn his head and go, "That hurt more than I thought it would."
I
You would have pissed him
Dude.
off.
I don't typically do this unless it's appropriate for the topic that we have, but I wanted to beat the piss out of Chaos a little bit so that the next time that he actually meets his dad and has a proper fight, that it's going to be even more epic.
Yeah.
So I gave him some extra items to soup him the hell up and make it real special.
I gotta ask, Chaos. If I hadn't taken that 17 points of damage off your hands, would you have been down?
Nope. But I would have been Zoro'd.
Nice.
And I would have
Man.
actually done a full Zoro if he had actually, you know.
Dang it, I'm not gonna
Yeah, I
get to
get you,
find
man.
out what happened to my teeth, am I?
Yeah, I forgot about that. No, you won't.
That sucks.
Well, there's,
Uh,
I mean, there's always after the war.
hey, maybe your
Who
teeth can get it,
knows?
man.
Who knows? By the time we get back around to finding out what they did with it, they could have like made you something really nice. Who knows?
Oh, here you go. These are called God-killing arrows. They can kill anything with a single hit.
I just
Are these
killed
trolls
one,
and
damn it.
are these trolls and ogres that are doing it?
Yes.
So like they could start channeling their greenskin orc brethren and just channel Dawa and come up with some really cool stuff. Who knows?
If they believe it, it can happen.
All right.
Dude, I copy Warhammer for that. I give orcs similar to the World of Warcraft rules, where they've just got that like rot chaos magic.
I just love how low key, no fuckery. The orcs are the most powerful faction simply because they believe they are.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get up for work, so I want to get this show on the road. Chaos, give me a title suggestion and, tell us something, anything.
Bonding time.
All right, is there anything you want to tell us?
Well, in good news in regards to school, so far I have been a straight ace in regards to tests.
Good.
Last couple of tests I've had hundreds.
Very good.
Congrats, man.
Flame, title suggestion and then tell us something.
Bad Wish. Day 11
Bad
of no
wish?
alcohol. Bad Wish and day 11 of no alcohol.
Very good. Mark,
Nice.
title suggestion and tell us something.
Oh, family affairs.
That's good.
That's really good because that touches on several things without specifying which one.
Exactly.
I
Is
still
that
like
taken by
bonding time
anything
though.
though?
What do you
I don't know.
what do you want to tell us, Mark?
Um, everything's going great with my child and my wife.
Very
So
good.
Good. Very good.
Space Trucker, title suggestion and tell us something.
I'm throwing in a vote for Mark's Family Affairs. I really like that one.
Okay, that's perfectly acceptable.
If you find yourself incapable of getting a certain Lego set, just find the parts list and just buy all the individual bricks. I learned that trick and I'm doing it from now on if I want to.
All right, I'm the mayor of Spicy Town, and my title suggestion doesn't matter because I really like, the vote for two we've got. But I was going to say Father Son Picnic for my title suggestion.
That's good,
That's
but it
And-
doesn't really focus on everything as a whole.
yeah, I know. That's why I'm definitely going with Family Affairs. That's brilliant.
You could switch it and say the family picnic.
Doesn't have the same punch.
No, it really doesn't. Mark came up with a piece of gold.
It happens
mine
once in a
then?
while.
Oh, what do I want to tell you guys? Let's try to keep the theme of good news rolling here. My new job is brilliant. I finished my last one yesterday, and now I get to focus on the future here and make good strides at the new company. And I really genuinely love my job. For the first time since I've started working, I can actually say that I like what I do.
They take the training wheels off yet?
Yeah, yes. On Friday they took the training wheels off at the end of the day, and then I technically have like training wheels light this week where I'm still on a trainer schedule, but the trainer's not going to be with me. It's just so I can ask the maximum amount of people questions if I run into trouble, which is a good idea.
Sounds like a pretty good one.
Yeah, the trainers have their schedule. They would be leaving either an hour or 2 hours before I would on my typical schedule that I'm supposed to be working, so I think it's probably smart that I work one more week on one of their schedules, and then, if I got questions, I got questions. If I don't, I keep on keeping on. That's all.
Well, congrats, man.
But on that relatively dour note from the session, not from what we were telling you, because what we told you has been pretty great. Have a good night, everybody. Adios.
Peace out.
Peace.
Night, everyone.